Ah. I think we're back. That was very unfortunate. I have no idea what happened there. And very obnoxious that it even happened to begin with. Wow. Well, we should be back. I apologize for that. That's the first time it ever did that. Usually when the router overheats, it explodes, but in this specific instance, it didn't actually overheat. It just turned red and just turned off the internet for some reason. I restarted it the regular way, it wouldn't budge. And now I restarted it the more direct way by turning off the power button and turning it back on instead of going through the software side of things. Seems like it somehow miraculously fixed itself. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened or why it happened. Powerful good times with the Gator. It just killed it. It died. I'm really... really annoyed that that happened. Out of all the days for it to happen, I guess this is an unusual day. I don't know how much you guys missed, but I'm gonna assume this cut out when we were talking about where to get the thing, so... Goddamn. Very unfortunate, I do apologize for it, but... I'm just at the whims of... that's the problem with it, I can't even explain what happened. It just turned red. It's never done that before. I've had this router for over a year at this point. It's never done that before. I hope it doesn't do it again, because if it does, I'd be upset. Alright, we continue on. Just as I predicted, the memorial room isn't hard to find. Smaller room, well lit, with a little furniture. On the far end, a framed picture of Edekin and some of his old pictures from his classroom. Some from him, some from his students. There's a few students here paying their respects. Yeah. Olivia taps my wrist with her tail, and I let go. I walk alongside her as we approach the portrait. I wonder when this was taken. Can't have been that too long ago. Go. It looks just like he did earlier this year. Olivia slowly rose up to the memorial, still clutching the covered art piece. Coveted. Is there an easel around assembling? I was told there'd be one. Alright. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements. Thanks for the vote of confidence there. Oh, there's an adjustable hanger on the wall with bits to attach to the painting hanging in a little baggie. Oh, wow. Oh, they thought of everything. Yeah. Can you put the hangers on? I'll hold it up steady. Sure. I get the baggie and Olivia stands the painting on her legs. Alright, take the covering off gently. Olivia watches carefully as I lift the cover from this angle. I can make anything out other than the same blues and purples. She breathes a sigh of relief when she sees nothing got damaged and on the trip over. Okay. I fasten the hangers to the back of the wooden structure. I hope it's good enough. It will be. Done. Oh my goodness. Oh damn. Hello, welcome back. We are back. I saw. Thank you for having enough faith that I'd come back eventually. Oh, very unfortunate. Like I said, I have no idea what happened. It just turned red. It never does that before. It usually just evaporates and explodes, but now it just refused. Very concerning. I hope it doesn't do that again. I actually thought, because I only have a budget of 1,000 gigabytes per month, I thought I went over the budget because I keep hitting... I'm very close to hitting the cap whenever it refreshes due to my streaming endeavors, and I've been streaming a lot. Like, 9 hours yesterday and 4 or 5 hours today. Been a lot. Anyway, we continue. Olivia gently raises the painting carefully, hanging it up on the wall like it could come off at any second. Finally, we both back away at the finished painting is revealed to me. My hand clasps Olivia's shoulder in support. Olivia's head turns down toward the floor for a few moments before a smile curls on her face. Finally, I can appraise the painting fully. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Oh, you can actually see the canvas. Oh. It's definitely the fountain, as well as the park we found it at. But the colors are brilliant, exuding a heat to it with warmer colors than Olivia's used in the past. Where her previous works always had a dreamlike quality to them, this one brings the warmth of the sun to mind. As if you were basking under the sun's light during the summer. It's a very beautiful painting. Well, do you like it? Do you? I do. I'm proud of it. I was going to say something about how my opinion wouldn't matter if you did, but that's a better answer. I'm also proud of it. It's beautiful. You knocked it completely out of the park. I think we did it. Yes. Yes, we did. Because I know for a fact what a bad influence does to you. Oh. We? Yeah, without you, I really don't know if I could have finished it. I don't want to come off as a smug dick, but every word she says rings true. But it's very selfish and very unkind to say it out loud. So I won't. Silver gray irises turn from the new painting and focus entirely on the portrait at the center of the display. While the sounds of the dance are still in the background, the prevailing silence within the room overshadows it. Olivia's gloved hand covers mine, still on her shoulder, standing before our teacher's mural. A reminder that ending 1 and 2 are a thing if you need to see how bad endings can go. Absolutely! And I did that yesterday. And the day before. Wait. I did ending 1 and 2 yesterday. Ending 1 and 2 were absolutely traumatizing. I have the VODs up on YouTube if you want to check them out. My live reaction to that and all that. Like, the ending 1 and 2 were just... I couldn't get over ending 1 while I was doing ending 2. It was... just... when things go well, they go well, but when things go wrong, oh boy, do they go wrong. I think the fact, like, the way I went through these endings is I did 3, then 1, then 2, and now 4. I think that is a really good way to go about this game, because it shows you a glimmer of goodness, and then it just shows you how bad it can get before we get to the lovely, everything goes right and everyone is happy ending. Before standing at a teacher's mural, I bow my head and offer him my quiet thoughts. Thanking him for teaching me, for being more than just a teacher but a friend, and for looking after the girl I fell in love with. When my eyes open, I see that Olivia's head is still bowed forward. A singular droplet seeps from the corner of her eye. I gently wipe it away with my thumb before it can possibly drip down onto her dress. She smiles in gratitude, and her eyes reopen. Olivia? I'm okay, Inko. Automatically following her as she spins her chair around, Olivia faces towards the doors. Come on, we gotta get to the buffet. Why? I'm sure we'll have enough. Damien's gonna steal all the good stuff, duh. Oh. She turns a wry smile my way and speeds up her wheeling. I thought Damien could, but I imagine him trying. Olivia becomes a veritable plow, uncaring for the other partygoers as she leads us to the buffet. It's not too far, and thankfully no one ended up actually being run down by her this time. And for all our sour looks that she was receiving, Olivia didn't care. Her attention was focused solely on what lay before her. Ah, there we go. I was wondering where that was. The cafeterias and faraway tables line the area for some seating and others containing nothing but food. Smells good. Smells so good! I've already grabbed a pair of trays from nearby along with 2 sets of utensils. Olivia motions to take her seat, but I shake my head. Let me handle the food. Why? So you can actually move. You'd be putting your dress at risk trying to hold the tray while keeping up with the line. With a roll of her eyes and a sigh of Olivia's hand, drops back to her armrest. Fine. Olivia drew herself just outside the line, scoping out the particular dishes that she wanted. By the time I got to the end, Olivia's tray was covered with heaps of grilled meat. I decided on a more eclectic sampling of dishes. I wanted to savor my meal as opposed to Olivia's plan to devour hers. She holds our meals while I push ahead to hunt down a table. Thankfully, a search is short. The search is short as a particular red hand waves for us in the near distance. Nani? Ah, there they are. Ah, this particular red hand. Once we get situated at the table, Damien greets us with a sauce-stained grin, while Liz nurses a tall glass of ice water beside him. The two looked happy, yet exhausted. Having fun? You know it, just drop by for seconds. Busting a move ain't easy. Seconds already? I told you, if we got here any later, the cafeteria would be closed. I'm not even going to question how you eat so much and still move around the way you do on the dance floor. It's all in the method. Oh, please. You two plan on hitting the floor? Absolutely, I'm getting a dance tonight out of this guy. You say that as if I'd even consider turning you down. Damien's eyes closed for a moment in thought. Feels like I'm forgetting. Oh! You're painting. Did you set it up okay? Yeah, hung it up in the memorial room. You can see it now. Really? Hold on. It looks real good. Thanks. All words finally said, Olivia and I start on our meals. While I savor the tender meat of my steak, a deep vibrato reverberates in my ribcage. I see you are all enjoying the evening. We all turn to see Liz's uncle approaching. Damien smiles and waves, but I notice how he scooted his chair away from Liz. The older man finally reaches us and pulls up a chair to sit down. Yeah, Damien's been so sweet, Uncle Mike. Wait, Mike Ferris? Huh. The mustachioed whale nods, smiling at Liz's date. Yeah, totally, just nothing but fun, Mr. Ferris, sir. It's the first time I've heard a fake laugh from Damien. I didn't know you'd be chaperoning, Mr. Ferris. Well, of course. I would be. After all, it's my darling niece's first proper date. I'm starting to feel bad for Damien as I watch him sink lower into his seat. Although Liz does come to the rescue. Uncle Mike! The older man laughs as he fends off his niece's attempt to headbutt him with his massive hands. I'm not being serious, Lizbeth. Mind your head. Liz relents, scooting herself right next to her date and wrapping him in a hug. Damien sputters and looks between the two family members. And by the way, Olivia, I just visited the memorial with Mrs. Scaler, and we saw your latest piece. Olivia pauses on her last bite of mallard. It is quite a work, Miss Halford. Olivia's tail reaches up and giddily shakes my hand around. Thank you, Mr. Ferris, thank you. In fact, when your principal saw it, she immediately wanted to showcase in St. Hammond's Gala. Specifically where Dreamscape once was. Oh. Oh! It's your painting, so it's up to you. I figured I'd come and let you know before you try and take it later tonight. Olivia ponders it while her fork spears at a particularly slippery piece of greasy bird. I don't mind, but I'd like to take it with me when I graduate. Mr. Ferris nods, taking a small notebook from his pocket and writing some notes into it. Of course, Olivia. How's the brisket? I may spring for some when I get around to dinner. Try the roast duck as well, it's amazing. I think I will. Have a wonderful night, everyone. No, we didn't get to see his horrifying teeth. He starts to turn but stops and looks at Damien and stares. He doesn't need to say anything else. Damien nods his way, and with that, Mr. Ferris leaves us to our meals. I'm by no means a fast eater, but I managed to finish my own meal before Olivia finishes hers. I lean back in my chair, stretching my arms back. Across the ballroom, I see Ben heading behind the curtain on stage. Say, that reminds me. Hey, Olivia. Finish what's in your mouth. What? Has Ben talked with you recently? No. When we saw him earlier was the first time I talked to him in years. Weird. What's so weird about it? He told me weeks ago he wanted to apologize to you for everything, and I said he should totally tell you himself in person. He said that he would, and it hasn't happened. Maybe he forgot. He has been very busy lately. Well, we got some time, right? Why not go say hi? Olivia finishes off the last rib on her plate, gnawing at it as she calculates this decision internally. Alright, I guess. If you think it's a good idea. You guys go ahead. I'm ready to go back to breaking it down. How about you, Liz? Don't want to tire you out. Oh, I can go for a bit longer, yeah. I'm here to the party the night away. I love them. I collect their plates and quickly walk them to the collection spot for them. Olivia's moved to the side, freeing the table for another group to take it. Taking her chair's handlebars, I take us around to the dance floor. And now I go back to the dance floor. We can clearly see Liz as we pass it, though Damien is hidden by the press of bodies. Her face and neck are once again scarlet. Jeez. I wonder what Damien is doing to elicit that kind of look from her. Internet issues can really drag the mood down. I know it's frustrating, and I'm annoyed. I was really hoping to have it be one whole stream, but now it's gonna have to be separated into two. Oh well. Circumstances happen. Can't prepare for everything, we just have to adapt and make do. Once we pass the crowded area of the room, I see a solitary set of double doors on the stage side. It can be edited on YouTube. I can edit out the part where I lag out, but I can't piece together the two parts, can I? Not without having them not be on the live category anymore. That's the issue, is I'm gonna have to make 2 thumbnails now and change the whole thing all over again, but I guess it was gonna change it anyway, so... Yeah. Is that a yeah, you can actually splice together 2 live videos into one thing? Or is that a yeah, you can't? Unfortunately, the problem with streamers is they say a lot of things at the same time, so when you respond, it's not clear to which part you're responding. It makes it hard to confirm. Yeah, it sure does. I will look into it, but I will have to live with the fact that this is gonna be split into a 12-parter. Doesn't matter. At least lead the backstage. You should be back there. Only one way to find out, though. Alright, backstage, here we come. Olivia's hand grasps the door handle, and I draw her chair back to open it. Reaching over her, I keep the door open so she can wheel herself in, following right after her. There we go. Look at how decrepit this looks. This looks like a room that'd be used to describe the back rooms. Inside the backstage area, it's a lot quieter. Despite the DJ blasting music with a few yards away, these curtains must be thick. Well, and the speakers aren't facing us anymore either. A few lights are on the staff, are on so the staff can see, although barely anyone's around at the moment. Across the way, sitting on a crate and swirling a glass of soda to himself, it's Ben. He doesn't notice our approach and jumps a little when he sees the two of us. What are you doing back here? This place is off limits. Olivia and I wanted to say hey, check in on you. Okay. Hey, this place is still off limits right now. I'm the only break I get all. I'm on the only break I get all night. You said you and Olivia wanted to see me. I don't want to hold a grudge anymore. What? He puts his cup down, suddenly more attentive. That's surprising. I told her about a conversation from a month ago. She said you never went to see her, so I got curious. Oh, yeah, I did say I would, didn't I? Sorry, I forgot. I've been busy. You didn't forget, you're just too chicken shit to do it. Alright, let me gather my thoughts. Ben runs his hands through his hair, thinking of how to string his words together. Olivia, I'm sorry about all those years ago. I thought I was doing something to help you out. Instead, I pushed us apart and hurt you. Maybe you doubt yourself, maybe you feel cornered, so you felt you had no choice but to shut everyone else out. I didn't know it would affect you that much, and I've been regretting it for years. I'm sorry. Beyond the muffled beats of music playing, just beyond the curtain, a silence hangs in the air. Thanks, Ben. It means a lot to hear that from you. I still want to ask, why? Why? Why did you do that to begin with? Ben flinches and looks aside in hesitation. I felt bad for you, wanted to do something nice. And? No and. That's it. Dang. Sorry if the answer isn't satisfying. It's fine, I'm not sure what I was expecting either way. I just know that it's well past time to forget about all that. So we can be friends again? Don't get too hasty, buddy. I'd like to take it one step at a time. Okay. Maybe sometime in the future. I've got a lot to process even this conversation happening. It's a lot to process even this conversation happening at all. For me. I get you. I thought we'd never be able to just talk it out like this. Yeah. I hear the steady march of heels approaching. There she is! I'm glad we got to see this. Even after... I was thinking, oh, you don't get to see her in this ending because it leaves you something special for the absolute bankruptcy that ending 1 was. Emotionally, that's speaking. But, hey, you get to see the eye candy anyway. I get worried for a second that it's staff here to kick us out, but it's just Mia. What a nice Bodhi. Hello, Surakal. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me on this stream that got abruptly destroyed because the internet exploded. Very unfortunate. Now I have to split my streams in 2 and my perfect stream is ruined. But, you know, we continue all the same. Hello. Is it still working? It's still working. Okay, we're all good. Oh god, it gave me a heart attack. Okay. Perfect. It's perfect again now that I'm here. Yes, it is. Okay, I had a small heart attack for a second because I thought the stream wasn't streaming on YouTube, but it is. It's all good. All is well. Functionality happens. I guess we can't have the final stream before the 1.0 without one last bit of scuff on our way out. So there you go. There's the scuff. I hope you enjoyed it. It was beautiful. May have some bit of more scuff. Ah! It's little old me. Ha! Bah. There you go. Is it really scuff if I do it intentionally, though? I don't know. It is now. Everything's scuff if I say it is. I just noticed she has a heart choker. She does indeed. She has a lot of things. You know what I notice the most? Beautiful. Just beautiful. I get worried for a second. It's just Mia. There you are. Bodhi likes the things that make a Bodhi move. Absolutely. Good Lord, Ben, I've been looking everywhere for you. Time to bite your head off. You've just been lazing here the whole time. I'm out there looking like a chump with no date. I told you already if you want your... Oh. If you want your reward. Oh. You two. Mia. You're still not mad about that, Oh, of course not. Don't be stupid. As far as we're concerned, it's water under the bridge. Really? So, how you been? Make any new pictures lately, Olivia? I just finished a new one. It's hanging in the memorial room. I saw it. It looks good. Hey, how come mine didn't look like that? I'm joking, I'm joking. No, I haven't got a chance, unfortunately. Oh, it's great. I can hardly put it into words. It's a piece by Olivia, that goes without saying. An odd air of calmness settles on us as we stand here at the low lighting of the backstage area. Even Mia seems to have fallen into its grasp as she leans against the box Ben is sitting on nonchalantly. Well, only one Celeste left. Yup. Mm-hmm. And we're all out into the real world. And so we're all cool with each other? Sure. Stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours. Deal? Oh, she actually respects us, huh? It's very strange. It's like, okay, we got a player. Fine, you stay out of... This is a non-aggression pact. You stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours. Because we will destroy each other. I used to fuck with you before, but now I realize that you're a... actual opponent. Huh. That is a very fascinating development, honestly. Deal. Great. Then we can cross that finish line without incident. You want to graduate without any more antagonism? That's always what I've wanted. Just other craps makes it the only option. I don't get it. I don't expect you to. Ben chugs the last of his drink. Well, that was nice, truly. Alright, yeah. We should get going, right, Olivia? You guys enjoy your night. I've lost it. Do we know why she's sort of a cunt in general? No. We don't. I don't think we do, anyway. Maybe we do and I missed it, but I don't think we do. I think she's just antagonistic for the sake of being antagonistic. I think she's just used to being the sporty, husky, gets her way every time type. There's definitely a genuine character behind her, but for the life of me, I just don't know it yet. Maybe there's a "where are they now" section that showcases that she actually can add value to her community rather than just manipulate people into getting what she wants. You guys enjoy your night. Thanks, be seeing you guys. See you, Ben. Ciao. Ciao. I push Olivia out of the backstage area and into the bright, loud ballroom again. That went pretty good, honestly. I still, for obvious reasons, dislike that any of my friends are around Mia, but what can you do? That's just how it is. That's just how life is. I've got the people I've got, and that's what matters. My chain of thought. Her sister is also manipulative, runs in the family. Ooh. I'm assuming that her sister is in Snoot game. Ah. So they really do continue that game in a sense. Second game, I Gator fixed that Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. There we go. I did it. Parasaurolophus. But yeah, they do actually explain what Wani means. So Wani is actually Japanese or whatever language it is for Gator. So the game's name is I Gator Hug That Gator. That's the name. It's a pun. It's a pun. You get it, don't you? It's a pun. It's beautiful. My chain of thought is broken by Olivia's tail tugging hard on my wrist. Olivia, you okay? She doesn't respond verbally, simply pointing to where her shocked white eyes are staring. If you think the game's dark path is dark, you should look at Snoot Game. I can't wait. Dark getting... I'm glad that they actually had the decency to dial it back for this game, make it a bit more hospitable to normies such as myself. She doesn't respond verbally, simply pointing to where her shocked eyes were. Following her gaze, I see. Is that Mr. Ferris? Couldn't be. Then again, he's the only whale in attendance. Am I saying things? Nope. I can't turn my eyes away to see Damien and Liz. Mr. Ferris is busting it down extremely hard. Like, genuinely worried for the dance floor hard. How is that even possible? Uncle Mike's actually an avid dancer. There's avid dancer, and then there's bringing that amount of heat to the floor. Did he always know how to do that? That? No, actually, this is the first time I've seen him dance like this. What is that? Oh, it's a lighting. It's a spotlight. The crowd around Mr. Ferris has finally broken their silence, cheering him on as he thrashes the dance floor like crazy. Ah, I see now. Mr. Ferris finally got some swag. I can't help but feel some pride as I watch the older gentleman spin with reckless abandon on his head. Oh, I guess he's... Oh! Mr. Ferris pants and takes a knee, showing off his freaky whale teeth with his gasping smile. That was... exhilarating. Liz's head vanishes for a split second, but returns with a full pitcher of water. He accepts the pitcher, drinking greedily from it like it was just a mug. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Yes, not quite. That was awesome! You gotta teach me! Gladly, though not anytime soon. He practically collapses on the chair beside us, sipping from the pitcher some more. Why don't you all take my spot? I left a sizable opening in the dance floor, after all. So he did. Our peers are still in the middle of uploading their phone recordings of Mr. Ferris. And the music is still popping. And once I start wheeling Olivia to the floor, her shock vanishes completely. And switches to excitement. I honestly thought she was shocked that she got to survive a confrontation with Mia that actually went pretty alright. Liz and Damien aren't too far behind, and soon enough we are among the throng of seniors dancing to the fast pace of the music. I feel myself completely captured by it, most of my limbs flowing with the rhythm. Though I keep one arm on Olivia's chair, causing her to fall into my rhythm. We dance together like that. We danced together like that, Olivia's arms and tail moving together. We were swaying moving together with the swaying of her wheelchair while I dance alongside her. Song after song. That's the only measure of time I have left as all I care to do is move beside Olivia, sharing her overwhelming cheer as she moves beside me. At a certain point, my throat's too dry to ignore. Olivia caught me rubbing my throat, and I decided it was a good time to break for soda. So, we're sat on the outskirts of the dance floor, resting against each other and catching our breath. So, good night so far. I should hope it is. Yes, absolutely. Probably the best of my life. Wow. Of her life, my thoughts go back to the parties I had gone to. I'd been dancing and talking and lots of people, but when I compared tonight to all of those small house parties... Too much? No, actually, I think you're right. This has been one of the best nights of my life, too. I've gotten to do just about everything I was hoping. Everything? My chin rests atop her hair. The sweet scent of her shampoo concentrated in her tiny hair bun, further relaxing me. Olivia's hand clings tightly to mine, and I reciprocate. You? You? Get ready to cry. Oh boy. Almost. There's just one thing. The slow dance. The pop music dies down and the lights start to dim, signaling the start of the slow dancing. After that, the party's going to be over. I feel her head turn, her bun pushing my cheek and making me pull away. Olivia looks wistfully towards the dance floor, where the crowd has diminished to only the couple swaying gently to and fro. She's clearly thinking about something. Something. Right. I stand up and face her, taking both hands. Olivia, would you care for this dance? Yes! Yes, please! That would be perfect. Olivia practically jumps back into her wheelchair from the seat. Come on, they're only playing a few of these sappy tracks. Her tail drags me by one arm to an open spot on the floor. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Oh, they actually animated it! Oh, oh my god, her dress is actually sparkling in a scroll, well, not a scrolling texture, but an immutable texture. Oh, my soul on spools. A hum of mirth slips through Olivia's smile as she takes my hands in her own and takes the lead of our dance. My date sways side to side within her chair, slowly falling into a gentle rhythm of the romantic music. Aww. This is truly beautiful. Her grin grows wider as I match her pace, stepping left and right in tandem with Olivia. Her beautiful silver eyes are almost hypnotic as I find myself lost in them. Her eye bags are gone. Oh. So many thoughts come rushing into my brain. I feel as though I could linger in this moment for the rest of my life. It is truly beautiful when everything goes right, isn't it? It's Olivia's voice that dispels the trance she had over me. So... oh, it's getting harder to see the words. For the briefest moment, I hear the worry in her tone. This is... good, right? I present her with my most reassuring look. Absolutely, Olivia. Olivia's eyes turned downward. Yeah, but... There's still hesitance in her voice, her fingers squeezed lightly to draw her eyes back to me. Oh my god. Olivia, what's wrong? I've been practicing just for this. Yeah? Yeah, because I've been thinking about it a whole lot, too. It's been bothering me that we can't really dance, you know? It's perfectly fine, though, Olivia. I mean, I want this to be the best it can be, without letting my dumb condition get in the way. And you do too, right? Except I don't mind one bit. We can dance like this. We can't dance like everyone else, so what? We're still dancing. Olivia smiles, though it carries a hint of mischief. Oh boy. Trust me, alright? I want to show you something. I managed to get a jetpack from... from Inspector Gadget. She breaks away from my embrace. Huh? What? Just keep your eyes on me, Inko. What is she doing? What is she doing? What is she actually doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. They have been setting up that tail for this entire game, and I did not in a million years expect they'd be able to pull this off. I guess it's just a human thing. He was crying, I was crying, we were all crying that day. Oh my god, that was beautiful. I realize that no matter how genuine my voice sounds, it doesn't come up perfectly through a microphone, but... Ooh! My jaw, although not very visible, it was just on the floor for that entire scene. That genuinely made all the horrible things I saw in ending 1 and 2 absolutely worth it just for that moment. Just for that beautiful moment. Oh, it's just raining on my face. It really is. It's a terrible day for rain, but I'm glad that it's a really good occasion for the rain. Oh, it is a beautiful game. This is genuinely a beautiful game. I'm exhausted, I'm thrilled, and I love her. She really went so far just for me. It is called a compromise. It's called supporting each other. My god, that tail has multiple 12 packs at this point, my god. Oh. Oh. Need to return to normalcy. All right. Head back in the game. No, just for us. It's no longer me and her, it's now us. I'm thankful I have these glasses. I feel pricks of tears in the corners of my eyes. The final song ends and the lights brighten once more. The crowd around us shifts. People actually called the devs out for calling them ableist. That's how bad people hate them. So keep in mind when you read the post I gave you. Oh, that one. Yes, I recall what your meaning is. All right. I will keep it in mind. Christ. Some people are leaving, probably to go home now, but others take their place, looking towards the stage for whatever ending ceremony there might be. Alright. This has been an absolutely unforgettable night that they will see for the rest of their lives. I remember my prom night. It wasn't even ending 2. It wasn't ending 1, but it wasn't ending 2 either. It was more like, couldn't even get close enough to feel bad. It was so bad. But this is beautiful. And it is absolutely delightful. Ben approaches the mic stand on stage, leaning into the microphone after making sure it's turned on. Good evening, everyone. And thank you all for coming tonight to this annual St. Hammond's Winter Farmer. And a huge thanks to our student council team for putting this whole thing together. I hope everyone here made some memories they'll treasure forever. With that last dance, our time here is up, and you're all free to go. Good night, stay safe, and enjoy your winter break. We'll be seeing you all next year. Wait, what? Wait, what? Damien and Liz find us through the crowd. They do, don't they? Hey, that was amazing out there. Thanks. You guys ready to bail? Yeah, the limo's out front still. We got them until midnight. Heck, we can stop somewhere too if we wanted. Oh snap, like ice cream! Here's the Poggersman. In this weather? In any weather? Olivia. I'm steaming hot. Actually would like a root beer float. Sounds like a plan. What happened to the memorial? I feel like they're kind of missing out on something. It was the big linchpin towards all the other endings being failures. Literally every single one of the endings was a failure because it had something to do with the speech not being good, the speech being too selfish, or the speech not happening. What is happening right now? What? Hey, what? Oh, what? Am I, what? Ben approaches, good, huge thanks, yeah, what? Right. She huddles to herself as we leave behind the Grand Con Center and out into the freezing air of the city. True to my word, the limo waits just outside down the walkway. The driver gets out on seeing us and goes to open the door for us. Damien and Liz hop in, sighing in relief at the heated seating. I start helping Olivia in. Just like her tail, her legs are quaking from exhaustion as I help her to make the jump to the seat. God, that must have been so exhausting for her. Where I can't imagine trying to keep yourself balanced with a third leg when your other two legs are not working, like a tripod that's trying to balance on only one leg. Imagine how horrible that must be. And she did it all for little old me, because the balance, like, she respects me enough to actually do things for me, and I respect her enough to do things for her, and we ended up with a mutually beneficial relationship. Thankfully, Inko could bear more weight due to Sully, and he's strong in this ending, yes. He's able to keep her up Are all collapsed in the cozy seats. The euphoria from the dances finally wearing off and leaving us with just the exertions of them. It's pleasant soreness, though, as Olivia rests against me with a yawn and a tired smile. Damien hands out the last bottles of blissfully cool soda, which we nurse slowly. And now all that awaits is a calm evening with my friends. Once more, my head lays atop Olivia's, feeling her soft hair tickling my cheek pleasantly. She nuzzles back against me, her eyes slowly closing. Tonight definitely was the best night of my life. How could it not be? Wait, wasn't I supposed to give a speech? There we go. What? I swear there was supposed to be speeches for Edekin. Ben was gonna do one, I had something ready. Oh yeah, what happened there? What gives? We tried to argue for the extra time with the venue owners for it. They wouldn't budge, so we had to cut out the rest of the formal short. I check my phone, 9:53. Huh. Is something up? Maybe, but we all got dismissed anyway. You guys can go check if you want. I'll chill here. Should we? Olivia looks back to the entrance. Some people are still leaving, but I can see most are still back inside, probably waiting for their ride since the formal ended early. Yeah, I'm curious. What the hell happened? You don't start driving us yet? Sorry, we're going to be a little while. We've got something. Of course, sir. We'll be right here. Thanks. What the hell happened? Olivia and I get back into the chair, and I push her back through the cold into the con center. Inside, my classmates are standing awkwardly around, calling their folks. I guess we'll have to go find Ben again. Alright, backstage. Maybe, let's go check. What the hell happened? As we pass through the crowd, the principal takes the stage. There she is in her beautiful getup. Look at her. I love that blue dress, it's beautiful. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The mic isn't turned on. She annoyingly gestures to have it turned on and tries again. Ahem. Excuses. We're having some technical difficulties at the moment. Wazowski. We should have one final event tonight. Our apologies for the confusion. Please wait while we get things organized. Did Ben try to skimp out on it? Is he trying to debate the whole... What's happening? He's finally annoyed at something. Something's up. She's definitely annoyed at something. Was it Ben trying to shirk? When nobody's looking, we slip back through the staff-only door. Now where could Ben be? He's not back in the main stage area. There's a few other workers walking around, dragging the dining room chairs into neat stacks. They don't pay us mind, however. Best not to push our luck and ask them where Ben is. Maybe he already left? Doesn't sound like him. Yeah, well, where else? There's a number of storage rooms, but no dice either. As we're about to give up, Olivia points out to the last door in the back. It's like the memorial room, only far in the back. There's a few tables and a fridge. Ah, this must be the lounge. And it's occupied already. There they are. Thankfully, we found Ben. Though it seems like he's being accosted by Mia. It doesn't seem like she's noticed as she looms over Ben. Oh, this is unbelievable. I really don't ask much of you. Could you, at the bare minimum, not be a jumpy spaz in front of my friends? I'm sorry. You better be. Tonight was important and you nearly ruined it. I'm sorry. I've been trying my best. You know I can't help it. Listen, I've been a good like you wanted. Just please, I need my... Up. Mia holds a finger to Ben's mouth. She jerks her head our way to direct the silent threat of violence at us. People are listening. What are you two retards doing eavesdropping like that? Crap. Oh, hey, Mia, we were looking for Ben. Oh my god, why? Clearly, it's not a good time. In fact, you picked a very bad one. Show's over, scram, go home. Hey, what I'm saying, Mia, please, I need... Shush. How much longer are you holding it, you puppet? I said shush, I'm serious. Holding, what are you keeping from him? I waited like you wanted. You said you would. All right, you know what? We should talk about this on the way home. Come on now. Mia, it's over. It's been a whole month. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. Please, I feel... Shut up already! What did you do to Ben? Nothing that concerns you, you wheelie bin. Now come on, Ben. She huddles him by her chest and starts walking out the door. Naturally, we follow. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill both of you! I thought we agreed to stay out of each other's way. You want a kick to the face? He said Ben would regret not throwing Olivia and I under the bus. Fuck off! Ben, are you okay? Do we need to get security? Ben, are you okay? Do we need to actually get security? You are not doing that if you know what's good for you. She quickens her pace, stomping across the floor while Ben is struggling to keep up. We're about halfway across the backstage. No, Olivia, no, don't do that. I just need something, she promised. Everything is okay. Dude, you look like you're about to have a heart attack. I'm fine, I just need to... Ben, you shouldn't be talking right now. We're going home, and we can talk about it then. Ben can't keep up with Mia and trips. Fucking idiot, get up! Get up! Yeah, we should get security. Like hell you are, fuck, I'm surrounded by idiots! Jesus Christ, what is happening right now? I did not expect this. What is actually happening right now? I can't tell if this is a part of Ending 4 or if this is an after-credit scene. I'm going to assume this is a part of, Ending 4, because the credits haven't happened yet, and an after-credit scene before the credits happened would be a before-credit scene, so that's a stupid line of logic. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading the story. Part of a... Thank you. Mia, I can't wait any longer, just please, I need it to be normal. Is he a... What's the word? Diabetic? Is that what's going on? Well, you gotta see how things turn up. Shut up, you fucking idiot! Oh my god, she actually smacks him. Oh shit. Oh my god, did she smack him hard? Holy pancake batter. Ben lies still on the floor. Even in the best ending, somebody has to get hurt. At least it's not Olivia falling down the stairs this time. Oh god, I'm still traumatized. Mia's fist is frozen where it made contact. She pulls it back and stares between it and us. She knows it was a mistake. Her low impulse control finally got the better of her. Oh. Ben shudders on the ground. His glasses lie snapped in two parts. And he fruitlessly tries sticking them together like jigsaw pieces. Ben, are you alright? Yeah, you know I didn't mean that, okay? My glasses. Yeah, but Mia was always gonna try shit. My glasses. Hey, let's get you out of here. Nobody can see you like this, right? No one. You too, if you ever tell people what you saw here, I will personally... Ben! Oh, she's in trouble now. Ben! Scalar opens the curtain right where we're lit up by a spotlight aimed at the spot. Goodness gracious, I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been? Did you forget about the memorial? Mrs. Scalar, no excuses, get out of here. Scalar grabs Ben by the shoulder and yanks him to the curtain. Alright, now we can get... Now she realizes what happened. There's still a sizable crowd. Any murmurs clear out and dead silence as everyone gawks. Oh, shit. She fucked up. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Fuck. Scalar jerks her head back in the gap in the curtains and rips it wide open. We're exposed to the bright stage light, and Scalar rips her gaze between Olivia, myself, and the broken glasses, and then the person trying to hide them, Mia. She's caught like a deer in headlights. Ben's fresh wound is bleeding bright red and drips onto the floor below. When he whimpers in pain, Miss Scalar finally looks back to him and fully takes in his condition. The droplet splattering is deafening. The audience's eyes are on Mia. Mia, are you mad? Benjamin, stay here. You stay here, I'll get some help, okay? He simply whimpers more as our principal practically leaps off the stage to reach for someone. 1,000 calculations run through her, judging by the worsening drained expression, none of them are good. Ooh. Assault, innit? There's murmurs in the crowd. The peers are talking amongst one another, pointing and questioning. Slowly, the low din of words grows louder, voices raising as words are turned towards the stage. Is he okay? His blood. What did you... of course, so she did that. What? What the hell is our problem? Finally, the questions turn into accusations, all directed at the red dino girl. Even if no charges are pressed, she is fucked socially. Absolutely. Like, even if she doesn't, like, get any consequences coming to her, like, officially through the course of the law, like, she is absolutely dumpstered socially. Like, this is literally assault and battery. Like, this is genuine violence. This is abuse. So cruel. Uncalled for. A total bitch. Fucking abusive. The word clicks with her, and she starts to move. Abusive. Oh. I wonder what traumatic life circumstances happen to make her turn out the way she has. Ben. I can't do this anymore. She starts yelling, loud enough it carries to the other end of the room. What? I can't. Oh my god. Oh, look at her. Look at what she's doing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. She is trying to pin the abuse on the spineless baby man. She is trying shit. Oh, forsooth, and how unfortunate I am. I can't take this abuse anymore. Just look at me. You made me like this. All those years, making me put up this act, doing your dirty work, harassing all the students you don't want to deal with. You think I want to hurt people? I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. I don't want to do your dirty work. I can't do it. All of it. This, because you can't have people knowing about your condition. So she was blackmailing him. It was really obvious. Yeah, no, please. Don't tell me. Oh, no, is he? No, don't pull a Yetikin on me. I can't handle the heartbreak. Don't do that, please. Mia yanks out an orange bottle from her purse. The rest of the color drains from Ben's face. He falls to his knees. Mia, please. You're a fucking psycho. I don't want these anymore. You're a liar and you've ruined my life enough. He throws the bottle at the floor. The contents within scatter 100 directions all across the floor. Ben doubles over, covering his mouth. Now everyone else knows. Mia has tears streaming down her face. She starts towards the exit. Ben's on antipsychotics? No way, it's a bunch of bull. Then what are the pills? No. The bottle rolls over to me. Oh, it just clicks. Ben did that thing with Olivia that started this entire set of circumstances between them because he was basically putting himself in her shoes because he has issues that he made it so that he could relate to her, and he basically wanted to do what he wanted others to do for him, but it was ultimately misguided. Oh, so this is Ben's story. Very unfortunate. The bottle rolls over to me. I don't know why, but I pick it up. I can't pronounce what's supposed to be inside, but I can read Ben's name printed clearly on the label. They're antipsychotics, so that's it. That's horrible. Ben had betrayed her when he didn't do her bidding. She had to tighten his leash by keeping it from him to remind him who's in charge. And keep him from making the same mistake again. Yeah, I love you, don't go. Get away from me, you freak! I'll do anything. Oh god, the poor boy. The poor boy. He reaches out to her. Mia! He ignores him. She ignores him. Mia ignores him. It's a good thing we have a big bouncer on our hands, though. The floor vibrates from the unmistakable sound of Ferris lumbering over. In spite of his size, the massive older man cuts Mia off. Oh, no. I cannot survive this battering ram of a person. Fuck. I believe we need to have a talk, Miss Moretti. He reaches out to take her by the shoulder. But she ducks low, his grasp barely grazing her as she bolts past him and shoulders the backstage door open. And just like that, she's gone. Go after her, dude. You are literally faster than her. 12 of her step equals 1 of your own. If you just pick up the pace, you can catch up to her in no time. Go, go. Catch that criminal. I Wani. Suspend that bitch. Oh, Scalar returns to the stage with a first aid box in hand. She retakes the mic, her troubled words tumbling freely. I'm terribly sorry about all of that. We had planned to have some eulogies in honor of Mr. Yedekin, but... Nah. Scalar is pretty deflated after all the commotion. And Ben? Where's Ben? Olivia tugs at my arm. She points off to the side where Ben is sulking off into the hallway. Halford? Looks like you're the only one left. Would you like to say a thing or two? There was a girl, what's-her-face, that I forget, who's not very important to this plot or game. That was between me and Ben, so I guess she just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Would you like to say a thing or two? Runera, yes. But she was friends with Mia, so probably doesn't want to be seen right now. Oh yeah, she's... If somebody goes down, she is a ship. Mia is a ship, and everybody gets to sink with her if she goes down. There's no lifeboats on this ship. She didn't bring any because she's selfish. You'd like to say a thing or two? It's fine if you don't. Olivia looks to me. Her eyes are filled with determination, sending me a silent signal. Of course, Mrs. Scalar. I'll speak on behalf of Ben, too. Olivia looks pointedly at me, waving me off to go after Ben. Nodding, I take the medic box from our principal and follow after our injured friend before he, too, can escape from view. There we go. Finally, we have our beautiful speech. Hello, everyone. I'm going to say a few things about our old art teacher, Mr. Yedekin. All right. She is doing... Oh my god, that speech. Walking after him, Olivia's words filled the now quiet hall. The question is, why did she force Ben to end the speech early? I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, because she's tightening the leash, that's why. Because she's holding the psychotics. Oh, that's what's happening. Because she didn't get her way. Because in all the other endings, through one way or another, she got her way. But this is the only ending where she didn't get her way. Which is why she tightened the leash, which is the butterfly effect, which is why all the things are happening the way they are. Walking after him, Olivia's words filled the now quiet hall. Mr. Yedekin was more than an excellent instructor. I always saw him like a father figure of sorts. Wanting to do right by me, and by the rest of his students. I recall all the time I spent with him, teaching me everything he knew, doing his best to guide me, not only as an artist, but as a person, too. I had gotten so caught up in my own worries that I couldn't see all the wonderful things around me. Stuck within stupid walls I had erected, made from pity and self-loathing. And he had been the one to help me break free from those walls. He helped me to become a better person because he believed in me, just like he believed in all his students. Mr. Yedekin believed in the best of people, and I finally realized what Mr. Yedekin's life work was. Not any painting, photo, or sculpture. It was us, his students, helping us to become better people. Mr. Yedikin, thank you. You were a wonderful teacher. There he is. Ben sits on the ground in front of the memorial. He's not crying, but he's unresponsive. He's in shock. I guess I would be too. This has to be his worst case scenario. Yeah, it's a real shame that my best case scenario is Ben's worst case scenario. It's really highlights the inherent unfairness of life, doesn't it? It's not like I even did it. Well, I say that, but I did instigate things to happen the way they have now, didn't I? Not intentionally, of course. I didn't mean for Ben to suffer, but inadvertently, through my actions, he has. In the face. They can't... whenever they flip the portraits, it really shows that it's not... flipped properly. In the face, and the heart, and the soul. Hey. I set the first aid kit on the floor by him and sit as well. It goes unopened. Ben just stares up at the painting on the wall. This is hers. Yep. It's good. Oh, hang on. I fish out a bottle from my pocket. The few remaining pills clatter as I pass it over. He takes it and stares at the contents before just downing the last dose. So, I'm not going to talk about this, Ingo. Alright. With respect to Ben's wishes, I stay silent, and Mr. Yedikin smiles down at us from his picture. No, he doesn't. She's been able to do something like this. Meanwhile, I'm just running around making things worse for myself. I look at the ignored first aid kit. He follows my glance and grimaces. Does it hurt? I bet it does. It feels better than what's inside. I'm probably only now talking because of the adrenaline. I don't feel like crying anymore. I just feel empty. Or like throwing up. Now everyone knows. I tried, you know. That's why he did what he did, because he's ashamed of his own disability, I guess, is what I'll refer to it as. And he tried to help Olivia take advantage of hers, because while she can't hide hers, he can hide his. And he just was ashamed of it, so he tried to do his best to help her in whatever way he could. It is a very sad story. It's all about the secrets we keep, isn't it? I tried, you know. All the social classes, all the times I forced myself to be a social person. I've not decided how well you get along. I have noticed how well you get along with everyone. I did everything right. Now it's all for nothing. I don't think they'll care. Will they? Tell me, you see me as the same way after hearing the word psycho? Neither does anyone else. It's just natural. It can be the mildest thing in the world, but the label doesn't discriminate. Even with all the good impressions I've made over the years, I'm a threat. I may as well just drop out and finish high school online. You're my friend still, and you're Olivia's friend. Am I? Given time. We just sit a while staring at the painting. You know little Trudon? I took Olivia there. She loved the place. She got herself some fancy Asian paints for this. He nods. Earlier, I told her there wasn't any big reason I did what I did. That was a lie. You look at her and instantly know her whole deal. Yep, here he comes to spell it out for us. For better or worse, we can't hide what's wrong with her. But someone like me, you had to be told. That means as long as I can hide it, I'm normal. If I ever seek help, it just outs me. That hurt. So seeing her actively refuse it, to take it for granted. One thing just led to another. It was stupid. Yep. That explains... honestly, all of it. That's just how feelings are, Ben. I notice my friend is looking less tense now. About Mia. I don't want to talk about Mia. I truly do not, my friend. She's gone. She was always telling me once she graduated she'd get out of this dump. I was hoping she wouldn't, hoping maybe she'd take me with her. How do you know she's gone? She's booking it across state lines as we speak, see? Ben shows the lock screen of his phone. The most recent message is from Mia. Sorry, I'm going. He sighs. 4 years. I loved her. He plays with the broken halves of the glasses he picked up. He said he didn't want to talk about it, I won't pry. So we just sit. Edekin's warm smile seems a bit brighter from his frame on the wall. I wonder if he could be happy with how everything turned out. I think he would. It was long and painful, but we finally made it. Became the people he'd aspired we'd be. Everything that's happened led up to here. Whether through resolving old grudges or finally escaping a horrible situation, things are changing. Better rip the band-aid off now. Honestly, you got off lucky with just a pair of broken glasses, your horrifying secret revealed, and a big bleeding lump on your face. Edekin's ghost. I knew Mia was bad for you, Ben. I was trying to tell you she was bad for you, Ben, you idiot. Been a while since I did that voice. You could have been stuck with a cancer. Well, actually, no. What's worse, heartbreak in this situation or heartbreak once they graduate? I don't know. I guess he got to keep the secret once that heartbreak happened. Once we leave the room, our new lives start. But for now, we can wait and transit just a bit. Ben's like me in a lot of ways. Yes, he is. He's absolutely like you. And you could have made it, like, you could have been so bad if you just took the wrong choices. I remember seeing him earlier this year, effortlessly turning social disasters in his favor. But I struggled to do anything without someone's approval or attention. Oh boy. Looks like he couldn't either, and Mia used that against him. Could I have ended up like that? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I'm telling you that is a fact. You did, yes. After so long, I get a message. Still in there? Yep. Ben notices I'm wanted. I'm not keeping you here. You can go. You gonna be alright? Well, my ride home is gone. Was she also mooching off of him, like, home-wise? Damn. Must have had a really bad parental situation, doesn't she? Let's be real, there might not have been a breakup, but the abusive relationship would continue. No, but see, here's the thing. The abusive relationship would have continued until graduation. Then she would have ghosted everyone and left town. She literally said that multiple times, and she just did that. So, my question is, would that the heartbreak is inevitable. Like, she was eventually gonna dump him because she was just using and abusing him. But the question is, would it have been better for things to turn out the way they did now, or for this to wait until graduation? I guess not, because he wouldn't have gotten punched in the face. He wouldn't have found, everyone wouldn't have found out about his psychosis. But he still would have been heartbroken. But the question is, would the heartbreak be worse in this set of circumstances or when they graduated? Because she was gonna leave him either way. That is my question. Heartbreak is probably worse here because she absolutely made a scene, fucked off early, and is now just running. She's running, keep running. So yeah, this is definitely, unless at grad she spilled the beans fully, who knows? You know. Well, actually no, that is a hypothetical, but yeah. We don't know. We do not know for certain, so it is what it is, ultimately. I need to call my family. I meant with everything else. I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably finish processing all of this soon enough. But thanks for talking with me. There's space with us. We can take you back. I stand up slowly. When Ben doesn't, I hold my hand out to him. Aww. See, instead of screaming at the guy in code, this is what I wanted you to be from the get-go. I roll my eyes and smile. Ben, I'm offering you help. He stares at my palm as though I'd pull it away any second. Ben's hand shakes. Because he's a victim of abuse. Literally, clearly, plain as day. And he holds it towards me, but he doesn't attempt to grab my hand, so I grab his wrist and pull. Once more, Ben is on his feet now, thankfully more steady than when he walked in here. Alright, man, let's get you home. He nods and follows after me. Though just before I exit the room, I look back one last time at our teacher. Mr. Yedikin, thank you for everything you've done. That man, mwah, wish I had teachers like him. I did have one. Wish I had more. Two, actually, no, I'm counting two. Two good, memorable teachers that I would stake a lot of value on in my development. So, we exit the room and walk toward Olivia, who's waiting by the entrance of the convention center. What? This beautiful music is back. The rest of the place is in full cleanup mode. All the lights are on, and staff are lugging around all the decorations to be stored away. When we reach her, I automatically take her handlebars and push her out of the building. Her head turns to Ben, his eyes inspecting him thoroughly. How are you feeling, Ben? His mouth moves to speak, but stops. He shakes his head, but keeps following. So, what flavor? Pardon? Flavor of ice cream. I'm treating you ice cream. We're getting ice cream, dude. I told everyone we were going to get some on the way back. I think I'll get some sea salt caramel. Ugh. Olivia sticks her tongue out in disgust. I do too! I genuinely did as well. Why would you ruin ice cream like that, dude? Come on! Hey, don't knock until you try it. Fine, I'll try it, and then ask again. How about you, Ben? You know, sea salt caramel was great, right? We finally reach the limo, and our driver moves to open the door for us. I don't know. Never had it. I motion for Ben to get in before us. Aww. His face is turned around, so you can't see the horrible violence that was inflicted on his picture-perfect face. Poor guy. Poor guy. I still find his tiny tie to be absolutely comical. And so out of place for him. I felt like he was gonna have a full, decked-out blue suit, but no. He's... Oh yeah, well... I mean... He's kind of looking like in this general direction, but I do see what you mean. As he goes, Damien greets him like his usual enthusiastic self. Once more, I help Olivia into the limo, the driver storing her seat in the trunk, and I finally lay myself on a luxurious seat. We can go right to your place to drop you off if you'd rather, Ben. He looks out the window back at the con center. It's totally fine to roll with us for the night, man. Alright. Yeah, right, I appreciate it. Our limo slowly veers away from the convention center and starts heading back towards the city. Olivia's head leans on my shoulder. Her content bellowing reverberates through my chest all the way up until we're in the ice cream drive-thru. In the end, all options were picked. Ben and Liz got some cones of frozen yogurt, while Damien chose an entire gallon of chocolate for himself. And Liz. Olivia got herself a big ol' root beer float and sampled my cone of sea salt caramel. Ben, we're allowing this car to have 5 wheels accepted. 2 couples and a poor heartbroken man. Literally broken and, well, the only way he's not broken is that all of his bones are still intact, but I can fix that for him. I'd pull out a bit of streamers right now, like, I forgot what they were called. Confetti, that's the word. I'd pull out a bit of confetti and say, Osteomancer, if I had a body, which I don't. Olivia got herself to the big old root beer float. Yep. And while she acted like like the icy delight had personally insulted her, I saw my girlfriend gaze longingly at the tub of it in the shop's standing cooler. Our night continues for a while longer. The driver was more than happy to indulge us after a generous tip at the ice cream shop. We were driven around aimlessly, enjoying our ice cream and simply talking the night away about our winter break plans. As our curfew drew near, Ben was the first one to be dropped off. We said our goodbyes to him and he smiled and waved from his porch until we could no longer see him. The walls between him and Olivia seem to finally be coming down. I'm hopeful they'll come around to each other. It's really sad to consider the fact that he took all those classes and became the student council president, all as an attempt to compensate for his perceived weakness in his psychopathy. And the shame that he bore with it. It fully explains the situation that happened all the way through. It really does make sense. He wasn't just trying to do it to climb the social ladder. That was the red herring. He was doing it because he felt for her. He felt like she didn't have the same luxury he did to hide his quote-unquote disability. So he tried to extend a hand to be like, you're in this rut, but because it's so obvious and out in the open you can't do anything about it, people are willing to help you and you can literally become a more successful person that way. But Olivia sees it differently. She wants to be a good artist despite her disability, not because of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. A beautiful story. I'm definitely changing, because I know that this game actually does appear in my original presentation on my debut for what games I wanted to play, and now that I've played them, that is going from want to play to one of the best games I could possibly recommend if you like stories and human experiences. Even though I'm the only human in the car. Actually, no, we don't know what the driver looks like. Anyway, our next and final stop was my house. We were gonna make the most of tonight after all, which meant enjoying the rest of these gallons with some good shows. Giving our thanks to the driver, we entered my home and made ourselves at home. Stuffy clothes are ditched for comfortable pajamas, and we settle in my living room, with the whole floor covered by air mattresses. Liz's neck takes up the entire couch just so we can lay on her chin on Damien. So we can lay her chin on Damien's shoulder. I love how the implication is that these are my pajamas. They've fallen asleep like that within the first hour of our anime marathon, leaving Olivia and I in peace to snuggle up together. Aww. Her purring bellow rattled my ribs, but in a pleasant sort of way. Kinda like a massage, which I needed based on how worn out all my muscles feel. I felt like I could just melt in her embrace right now. My eyelids grew heavy as my body felt blissfully at ease. But there was one last thing I had to do before I fell asleep. Smooch! Gator kiss? Hey, Olivia. Her bellows subside briefly. Yeah? I had a lot of fun tonight. Yeah, me too. She smiles at me. So soft and inviting. I give her a smile and a soft kiss. Okay, think about it for a second. The first ending, the speech was such a horrible thing for her. The second one, she didn't do it right. The third one, she never even got to do it, and all for very important and specific reasons. But in the fourth one, she's so well adjusted because of the things that we did that the speech is like just a happenstance that just happens automatically because she is so well prepared. It just happens automatically. It's not even a main focus. She pulls it off perfectly. And that just shows how big problems don't even exist for people that are adjusted the right way. And it is a really beautiful display. I really love the message in this game. It is just absolutely beautiful. And she reciprocates with a similar kiss on my own grin. So I do the same again, and so does she. Back and forth we went, trying to kiss the smile off of each other's lips. A war of smooches that I wanted to win, though my tiredness made it difficult. By the time my eyes refuse to remain open, I admit my defeat gracefully. Love you, Olivia. The purring continues, and I realize Olivia's fallen asleep. Love you too. We drew close to each other one last time, embracing sleep like we embrace one another. Christmas Day. A tiny tinny holiday tune plays from a nearby radio as we work in the snow. Fresh white powdery rice crunches loudly underfoot, and our knitted mittens work to pile and compact heaps of the fresh white powder. Not only compacted, though, but sculpted. Vinny has a bright future ahead of him as he works studiously on his Christmas monuments. This man should wear a jacket. At least this child has sleeves. Good child. The loud chatter of teeth drawing nearer must be Damien. He must be done collecting the sticks we need. Taking a step back, I look over the 5 different piles of snow we've gathered from the yard. Oh, Vinny, get... I got the arms here. Sweet, I need some twigs so I can make our mouth just right. Big brother daddy. The younger boy finally stands and marches through the now muddy grass of the yard. Bro, Inky, you two start on the bodies. Big ball daddy and big brother daddy. I'll make the haves. Damien salutes at his brother's orders, and we all start on finishing Vinny's project before it gets too cold. While I'm fine with my new mittens and scarf, the brothers are nearly freezing themselves for Vinny's art. Which at least motivates them to complete the 5 figures in time. In the time it'd take me to finish a single snowman. Originally, Vinny was begging me to make a snowman in his stead, but he got ahead of himself and ended up giving himself an artistic vision of a whole family of snow people modeled after the family. And I would have had to do it all myself, but Randy decided he had enough of all yard-related tasks. Delegated to me this season. At least we had the promise of lunch, Olivia's hard work in the kitchen. Now. I made a few snowmen in my day, but never snow dinos. Tails are easy enough. What's not easy is the beaks. As powerful as Christmas magic is, it's no magic for basic physics. It's no match for basic physics. Damien tries making a very tall one to resemble Liz, ends up crumpling under its own weight and falling over. Right in its place. After so long, actually... I actually do manage to get the snoots right, just a matter of how you pack it together. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's clever. You use twigs for the appendages. Ruffles, stuffles, gruffles, and muffles. And before long, there's a nice little group of snow dinos for each of the panes. Olivia's is special. It's sprawled out flat like how she always lays in her bed. Frills, thank you. Frills. Frills. If only he wasn't blocking the way. Like how she always lays in her bed. I see Olivia judging from the window. It's a playful glare that knows I'm right, but demands satisfaction for the hazing. Hold on, I'm not finished quite yet, big ball daddy. Vinny quickly begins forming another frosty figure. Ooh. Next to Snowlivia. Soon enough, it begins taking a humanoid shape, though lacking any significant details. Hey kid, can I borrow your shades? Oh, sure thing. Handing him my shades, the little dino presses the hinges straight into its head. There, now it's everyone. Including... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. They used leaves for her hair. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. I let the inksicle keep those for now. And he pulls out the spare. I think it's about time to head back inside. I fear Damien's frills might break off if we stay here any longer. Oh, the game tells you as well. Delightful. I wave to the brothers towards the door, and they run ahead in search of warmth. For a moment, I consider adding some finer dinosaur-related detailing, but I don't want to keep Olivia waiting. I make my way inside, making sure to stamp the snow off my boots beforehand. Right. Where were we? By the time I see them, Damien and Vinny have already changed into dry clothes. The jackets they had worn, designer-made and thoroughly insulated for the cold, hung heavily on the coat rack nearby. I knew they'd be good gifts, especially for Vinny. I'll remind him how to clean the jackets later. The brothers sit on the couch, wrapped in down blankets and sipping hot chocolate. Way too quickly. I was 30 seconds. How did you get changed that fast? We are just trying to freeze to death as little as possible. It wasn't that bad. Says the Agarthoid. The big Agarthoid, daddy. Is that a slur for warm-blooded? That's not a slur, is it? In either case, I'd rather not get the couch all wet, so I'll just have to stand for now. At the very least, Damien gestures to the thermos of hot chocolate and spare mug at the coffee table. After yanking it off my new handmade mittens, I pour myself a cup of... Ooh. I pour myself a cup to savor the heat as my fingers regain feeling. My brain just connected the dots that he got personally handmade mittens by one of them. Which is very fun. Or by Olivia. She does do a good creative every now and then. Soon enough, the familiar sound of rubber on hardwood signals Olivia's arrival. The first thing she notices is the two Payne brothers clumped together on the couch. You two look like you're having fun. Yeah. Did you see the snow guys we built, Big Green Mama? We made that one kind of looks like you. I saw. I'm flattered. And I just finished lunch. You hungry? I could smell it ever since I entered. The smell of well-seasoned meat and veggies. Ever since she came over to visit that one time, I've been dying to try her cooking again. Absolutely. I think I'll stay here for now. Damien, I'm offering you food. No, sir. Not getting out of it. What are you, Eustace? No, sir. Not getting out of this chair. Vinny takes the cue from his elder and follows his example, crossing his arms and smugly holding his chin up in defiance. No, sirree, not getting out of this chair. Courage the cowardly dog. Delightful. You guys suck. Olivia motions me towards the kitchen, and I take the last sip of cocoa before joining her. She ladles me a bowl, explaining all the intricacies of the special way she learned to make this from Sophia. And though she never would tell me the secret Payne seasoning that she used to further enhance the taste of all her cooking, it's human leather. I carefully set the bowls on a large tray and hand the tray to Olivia, who sets it carefully across her armrests. Our meal set, Olivia's holler for food shakes the house to its foundation. Sophia and Randy meet us as I wheel Olivia into the living room, and they're looking well rested from another nap. Oh, thank you, Olivia. It looks fantastic. Olivia smiles and sets the tray down on the coffee table so she can start passing the bowls out one by one. See, she's not being a menace and she's providing value to the family, which means that you're not considering kicking her out, unlike some other circumstances. Oh, God. God, the ending once sucked. With a flick of his tail, Vinny turns on the television, already set to a sports channel and playing a hockey match. Randy takes a noisy slurp of the broth, licking his chops after. Tastes fantastic too. So enjoy the stew, so we can have the real Christmas treats. Real Christmas treats? When Olivia sees my confused look, she simply smiles and shakes her head. The rest of the Paynes look excited though and start voraciously slurping down their stew. Following their example, I abandon my spoon and take up my bowl and bring it to my lips. Just the right mixture of salty and spicy, veggies and meats and creamy broth going down smoothly. Yeet. As much as I want to savor my first sip, the others have already drank up most of their meal. Inko isn't a food snob. Not one bit. So I too greedily slurp down my meal until I can see the empty bowl back down on the serving tray in satisfaction. Oh man, that really hit the spot, Olivia. Looking around, Olivia isn't in the room anymore. She did a thing again. Olivia? Give her a moment, Inko. She's just fetching something. I can only guess the treats based on how Vinny is vibrating the entire couch with his excitement. Alright, wouldn't be a Christmas without these. These looking like to be a tray filled with some kind of oddly shaped chocolates. Olivia wheels herself right next to me, so I take the tray from her armrest. She smiles and gracefully tosses herself beside me onto the couch. Looking down at the tray again, the treats look like bundles of sticks held together by their sugary coating. They're called haystacks, Inko. Try one, you'll love it. I pop one of the smaller bundles into my mouth, chewing on the sweet and salty homemade candy. What is this, licorice? Marshmallow, butterscotch, and chow mein noodles? Is this another one of those deep-fried ice cream things I'm not familiar with? What are the kids gonna come up with these days? Come on. I hold up one of the uncovered sticks to inspect it. It's an older tradition, so I'm not surprised you don't know it, Inko. I take a couple more and pass the tray to Damien. They're quite delicious. Olivia plucks one of the pieces from my hand and pops it into her mouth, crunching the candy into oblivion. And just like the stew, the tray of haystacks is devoured rapidly, too. Randy sinks further into his recliner, drawing his wife into his lap, with a surprised yelp from her. She shakes her head and settles beside him, looking over everyone else with a content smile. This is what the holidays are all about. Candy, Big Daddy? Big actual, genuine, biological daddy? Family. Nanomachine, son. Family, son. About being with the ones we love most, Vincent. Oh, right, his name is Vincent. The young boy considers her words and comes to his own conclusion. Well, I love candy, so we should have more. He looks to Olivia, who snorts at his logic. I'll make some more later, okay? Sweet. Thank you, Green Mama. Knowing now that there will be more Christmas candy, the young dino's eyes focus on the hockey game playing. On screen, the hockey puck is finally hit into the net. The shot is replayed a couple of times from different angles. Ugh. All the while, the professional commentators talk about the college teams. While they mainly focus on the players' game efforts, the commentators also highlight the players' plans to degrees. Which reminds me of what's to come soon. Going back to school next week. Don't remind me, dude. Come on, man. I'm supposed to be having a good time. But it's the last semester before graduation. Then we're free to do whatever. College, jobs, misery. Vinny will finally have a room to himself. Oh, that's true. Once you guys go, it'll be just Vinny here to keep us company. All my kids are growing up. Don't worry, Ma, I'm way ahead of you. I'll fail all my classes just for you. Not if you know what's good for you. It's strange seeing this place quiet for once. It's been pretty lively. It's been pretty lively this year. I'll have to enjoy it while it lasts. It's been a whole 6 months before we even graduate, guys. Yeah, plus I still don't have any real plans yet. School's probably going to be bothering us a whole lot about applying to colleges starting now. Wait, you have no plans at all? Olivia shrugs. Well, she does. I know what I want to do, obviously. But compared to Liz, she has the next decade of her life planned out, maybe more. Elias just goes above and beyond. As for me, I don't really know either. Maybe college, but I'm open to other opinions, to other options. Guess it's a good thing if we got half a year still then. Yeah! Damien stands up with a sly grin, marching back to the tiny Christmas tree in the corner. Oh yeah, and ending too, I got to spend Christmas not here. Alone. Separated. Ooh. All the gifts have been unwrapped, but some of the presents were still beneath it, awaiting the pains to make room in their house for them. He scoops up something and comes back to the couch. Ah, I see. It's the new old retro console. I still can't wrap my head around the concept. Wouldn't you want a console from the latest generation? Yo, I'll leave the future to the future. We still gotta try all the presents. A face game digs, big brother. I still can't stop my smile spreading, even though I know Damien's only trying to change the subject. And the scene zooms back close. Someone nips my shoulder. Hey, what's up? We're forgetting someone. I want to give Guts his Christmas breakfast. Olivia pushes herself onto the edge of the couch seat, but before she can set her knees down to the floor, she pauses and turns her eyes my way. Inko, could you, help me? Yeah, what do you want your chair? She shakes her head no, and then holds her arms out. I can feel my face heat up as I comprehend what she really wants. Don't you normally walk on your knees around the house? Just Princess carry me already. There it is! There it is! Why did they change this art for the... She wants the princess carry. I don't understand why they changed his art. Why did they change the color of his jacket to make him look like Mia's boyfriend in the cover art for this game? Why didn't they just reuse... Like, they didn't want to spoil, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the logic is. I don't know. I still need to keep going, though, so maybe it'll solve itself for me. The rest of her family look amused as I slide one arm beneath her legs and the other around her back. Olivia further secures herself by wrapping her arm over my shoulder. Lifting her up is slowly becoming muscle memory, though my gait to her room still feels awkward and wobbly. Olivia doesn't mind, as though she smiles contentedly the entire time, and even after I nearly drop her onto the bed. I princess carry that, Gator. Once her tiny minion is properly fed his righteous Christmas feast, Olivia and I sit together on the bed, and I just hold each other. The hollering of the rest of her family is thankfully muted by her walls. And we finally have the quiet time I know she was looking for. My hands caress her back, drawing out her sweet bellowing purrs, and she leans more and more against me. And with my face in her hair, I still recall I still have something in my pocket for her. She pouts and nips my arms as I draw away from her. Let go of me, I got something for you. She grunts and releases her hostage. I pull the small box from my pocket and neatly wrapped in shiny violet paper and topped with an emerald bow. She sits up and accepts the present, tilting an eyebrow. By the way, you could have just given me this when we were opening all the presents. This one's special. Go on, open it. I'm confused. I mean, it's beautiful, but what is it? Olivia carefully tears the wrapping off the box and lifts the cover. Inside is a neatly folded sheet of cloth. When Olivia pinches it to bring it out, it unfolds into a true shape. It's a stylized tail brace meant for support and warmth. It only required commissioning Liz for the pattern, and Sophia just needed the material to put it together. Oh, it's a tail sock. I motion for her tail, and she delicately sets it in my hand. I noticed after our dance, it really took a toll on you. For a few days, your tail was so scratched up and sore, you didn't want to use it for anything at all. Even now, I feel the muscles beneath her scales are still hot and tender. With all the care necessary, I slide the fashionable accessory over her tail. The elastic bands within are already working, distributing a comforting pressure across her entire tail, and causing Olivia to coo happily as she relaxes further on her bed. So, you know, won't be so rough on you next time. It takes a moment for Olivia to process my words. Her expression of contentment slowly changes to one surprise. The one of surprise and then a great smile. Next time? That'd be nice. Aww. Look at her with her tail thigh high. Oh. The twitch of her cheek doesn't escape my sight. Olivia, you okay? Yeah, just... She chews her lip for a moment to think. Is it something bad? No, it's silly. I guess I just felt, I don't know, guilty for a second. Her fingers ring her blanket. Guilty? What for? It's... At some point while I was making the fountain painting, I was resting when I remembered something. When I was a lot younger, I would occasionally go to these physical therapy appointments. There was some other kids like me, actually, maybe 3 or 4 years old. One of them was able to waddle a bit with his tail. Almost everyone was excited he could manage that. But the other kid's tail was too short. He was stuck on all fours still. So it's a miracle it's a miracle I even could do what I did. But it made me think, and I eventually found videos of someone dancing like that with her tail. Someone like me, you know. Unlucky enough to have this issue, unlucky enough so I can still move around a bit on my own. But what about the others? Like that boy? What would they think after seeing us dance? Been only on my mind ever since I started practicing. Olivia clears her throat and looks at me with sadness permeating from her moonshade eyes. That's what gave me the idea, but... Should I have? I feel like somehow I shouldn't have, but I did it because I love you. It confuses me. It's called shame, I think. What did those kids think? Did you ever see them again? She shakes her head. What about anyone else like you? What do they think? I don't know. Wouldn't any of them be happy to have what you have? So many of them can't ever be doing something like that. I guess, but still. This'll sound dumb, but it still feels like I'm somehow betraying something. It makes sense, but... She feels like she should stay in her lane and she shouldn't like work towards bettering her own disability by finding crutches and working on ways to circumvent it to be normal, in this case using her tail to basically be a surrogate for her legs. I mean, you make do with what cards life plays on you. Or maybe insulting? I could only dance because I was just able enough to use an appendage just long enough and strong enough to allow it. I guess I feel like I'm mocking them. I'm the luckiest unlucky person. I get the occasional glimpse at normalcy. I may as well not even be called disabled. I'm such an outlier. I thought you didn't ever want to be. I know. Her face falls and her entire maw trembles. I don't have any answers for her. How would I? She's not some strange exception because of a bunch of crazy variables, and that's not why... She's not some strange exception because of a bunch of crazy variables, and that's not why I love her. She's Olivia, and I love her because she's Olivia. My hand set her tail down in her lap so that they can cup one of her cheeks and tilt her head upwards. Looking into those beautiful silver irises, my whispered words carry my honest feelings for her to clearly hear. Hey, I got this because I love you, no other reason. If you don't want it, and if you don't want to use it in any particular way, nobody's making you, alright? The concern in her eyes still exists, but as her lips rise and her eyelids soften, I can see that sorrow subdued by comforting love. Oh, it's because everybody associates her disability with it being part of her personality, so that's why she feels like she's betraying something, because she's getting to actually, like, just ignore it and make do and just make normal practical changes to go into that normalcy. I get it now, I see. It's because her coding is telling her that she should feel guilty about this. Because of social norms. You're disabled, that means that's a part of your personality, no matter what you might try otherwise. And with Inko, she felt the most normal in her entire life, I guess. So, okay. She leans into my palm and sighs softly. That's a good enough reason. For now. Olivia starts running her hair. Her hand across... She whips off her wig. Olivia starts running her hand across her tail's garment. It's pretty. Thanks, it's tailor-made, just for you. I like it a lot. Thanks. For the gift, and caring, and being there for me. Don't make me cry, woman. I already dried my tears from before, don't make me cry. Olivia's comments devolve into mumbling affectionate words about me as she pushes herself onto my chest, wrapping her arms tightly around my body and her tail around my leg. I love you, Inko. I love you too, Olivia. Never would have done this for anyone else. I draw her even closer with my own arms, burying my face into her hair as I cradle the girl against me. Eventually, we'll show off Olivia's newest gift. But for now, she wants to be held, and I want to hold her. Come January, the new semester starts. The final semester, and the break the new year provides a nice start. Even Ben seemed to be bouncing back. Contrary to his fears, it was business as usual once the break ended. Sure, there was the occasional rumor or whisper, but they were vastly overshadowed. Classes pass, the weather finally starts getting warmer again. It really felt like a victory lap compared to how turbulent that first half of the year was. Olivia in particular decided she'd lived here for too long without exploring much, so she got a new fire in her to see the city outside, inside and out. We got to see it all. Art galleries, grand luxurious malls, underground tunnel systems, the local state parks, just seeing everything the city had to offer. Even went back to visit the arcade a few times. And that brings us here. From a public school standpoint, I consider it our final destination, not the last class or the graduation itself. Or even the after party Olivia and I skipped to cuddle together at my place. I had something better in mind, something I'd always wanted to do since my folks moved here. And finally, I was able to make a plan and put it into action. Hey, Liz's hatchback barrels down the freeway. The trunk is completely packed for a week-long trip ahead of us. Not driving though. The location is shockingly close. Olivia holds my arm close, jittering a bit in anticipation. I'd always heard of this place, but I've never actually been. I have, once. It was an elementary school, but it was a blast. Did you get to go surfing? Oh my god, we finally get to see the surfer boy in action. No, and I don't plan to. What about you? What about you, Inko? You up for hanging 10? Maybe, although I'd rather avoid a burial at sea. That actually does scare me a bit. Worse. I mentioned we got to explore anything the city had to offer. That wasn't exactly true. The one place I've been avoiding having to mention just for the occasion. Something we'd all talked about together and decided to save for very last. And we're getting ever closer as Liz drives onto a humongous concrete bridge jutting out across the shore. Our fifth passenger speaks up. I'd actually briefly considered setting up a senior trip down here. Oh, so glad you didn't. I would have resigned from treasurer on the spot. I never would have flied, yeah, especially with the audit. Everyone, shut up! I see it! Yeah. All of us lean forward, trying to get a glimpse of our destination. Ooh-wee, look at that, that is fancy. Just off the coast of the city, there's an island. You know how the city is called Val Caldera Bluffs? Well, I'd seen the bluffs, but I haven't seen the caldera or the Val. The epic volcano island, huh? The island hosts both Manuahi, it's called, and Kawela Oke Kai Ikalani, being the three volcanoes making up the archipelago. Archipelago, noun, a group of islands. And they tell you a bridge series never teach you anything. With its lush natural forestry, the island was labeled a national park. Every last plant here grew on its own accord, creating a wild jungle that beautifully engulfs every section of life here. All the way up towards the mountain peak, where numerous hiking trails lead to a scenic view of the dormant volcano, as well as a panoramic of the island itself. Then there's a small yet bustling town that sits just above the golden sand beaches where the aquatic dino inhabitants make their real living. So many unique boutiques here, full to bursting with handmade trinkets that perfectly capture the island's community. And then there were the few resorts, such as the one we're staying at, nestled on the foothills, to give tourists the best views possible. Our connected suits face towards the towering mountain, with our shared volcano providing us with a view almost directly of the largest dormant volcano. It was the perfect setup. There. Not only with the velvet-padded lawn chairs, but even with a built-in grill for Olivia and Damien to fight over. Nice. Ooh-wee. I step out of the shower and start drying off with a towel all day today. We got to see as many sights to the island as it has to offer as we could. True to his word, Damien's top priority was surfing lessons. He'll be down at the shore every day this week for a few hours. Olivia tells me dinos can't get sunburn, but I swear he seemed a little redder this afternoon. Speaking of, Olivia offered to handle my sunscreen treatment. I don't know which of us was more eager, me for avoiding the harsh sun's rays, or Olivia, who looked elated at the idea of being handsy with me. And while she did a good job, I felt the need for a sun-based guts tattoo. It was too much. At first, we all hung together, checking out the shops and restaurants we wanted to visit. But after Damien ran off on his own, we started to disperse and go on our own adventures. Liz found a place that would give her a full neck massage. Ben became engrossed in the cultural side of the island, taking a foot tour through the history of Manuaki. I just realized this is the success story of how a man goes, I can fix her, and he actually does fix her. I feel like Olivia is thoroughly certifiably fixed now. If, from your point of view, there was anything to fix in the first place. And Olivia and I had decided to hang out at a luau, sampling the bonfire-cooked meats while watching a lively fire dance show. Lively fire dance show? There's just one last thing tonight. If you ask me, it's the most important part. Thanks to the bathroom and a fresh set of clothes. They fixed each other. Yeah. She fixed his Ben tendencies, and he fixed her, isolation. And he basically instilled on her a sense of responsibility, and she basically told him that there's more to life than what other people think. And all that. So, they both mutually got to fix each other. It was beautiful. I exit the bathroom in a fresh set of clothes. Outside, the sky is beginning to darken. The sun is riding along the edge of the monolithic husk of the volcano. That's why I picked this resort. There's no better view of the state in the state. Olivia lazes around on one of the large beds. She sips an exotic juice cocktail and flips through a travel magazine. Took long enough. You sampling every darn soap they got in here? In there? I'm just being thorough. If I'd known you'd take half an hour, I would have gone first. It's about time to meet up. Taking the spot beside her, I see Olivia's phone resting on her stomach. How'd the call with your dad go? The older baryonyx had called just as we got back to our room, which is why I got first dibs on our shower. We would have talked for longer if I had known you wanted to drain all of the hotel's water. He's good, though. Said he'd try to come home by summer's end. That'd be awesome. We could have another pool party at Damien's. Anyway, how long till everyone's back? Soon. I'm gonna go clean up now. Relax, I can wait. Olivia sets herself in the well-cleaned carpet and starts marching to the bathroom. Nah, you go ahead and set up. Hold on. She picks out a soda from the mini-fridge and flicks the door shut with her hip. The cans drain and crumple in seconds, and she gifts me a piece of litter. Wow! Treasure! Yep, I'll come find you guys when I'm done, alright? Sure. She waddles her way to the bathroom. The door clicks behind her as I start making preparations. I pick up our room's phone and dial the number for the room service. A brief phone call later, the order is placed for some pizzas. 3 pepperoni, 1 with anchovies. It's set to deliver to my next destination. I find the mini cooler I brought and fill it up with ice and more sodas from the fridge. And lastly is my camera bag and tripod, which I sling over my shoulder. Carrying everything, I step out of the bungalow into the fresh, humid air. There's a huge shared balcony nearby, intended for parties and equipped for buffets. To my luck, the whole place is vacant. I make claim to the table closer to the edge. From here, the whole town below sits in view of us. I notice it's layered from tropical jungle to civilization to beachfront. I cannot water. Give me water. I need hydration. I desire hydration. Delightful. Across the water, the city is still visible, near enough to remind us we're close to home, but far enough for it to feel like we're in another world. It's a lot to take in. I let my breath out and inhale deeply. Let's make the most of this while it lasts. Let us indeed. Setting the mini cooler down on the floor near the wall, I spend the next few minutes gazing out over the view of the island. It's hard to look away, and I'm already getting ideas for where we could go next. But I have a task to perform first, and I set my camera and tripod in the ideal location, retrieving my new remote. Hey, there you are! Turning around, I spot Damien approaching me with a quickened pace. I almost flinch until he walks right past me, stopping next to the mini cooler and patting the top of it as he fetches a can of soda. Don't run away now, you hear? I don't think I'll have much to say. I don't think he'll have much to say back, Damien. My brother from another mother. Everything on its way? I just ordered pizza. It should be here soon. Cool. Liz and Four Eyes number 2. Oh, I get it. Liz and Bayan will be out in a sec. Damien drops down on a seat, gnawing the top of the soda can and drinking its contents. Dang, this place is something else, don't we? Thanks, Zinko. No problem. I'm glad we could do something like this. And I'm glad we could do it together without you killing me. I just realized she wears makeup all the time and her haircut didn't change from her prom dress. Huh. Neat. True to Damien's word, Liz strolls out of her bungalow she's sharing with Damien, yawning into her hand. Her head seems to swing around more than usual. Oh, I feel amazing! I can't believe I've never tried acupuncture. Oh, God. Everything's just so effortless, it's crazy! She joins us by the table, continuing to rave out about her spa treatment. And they were just so coordinated, like a pit stop crew in a race. They called it... treatment. I'm just gonna give up on that. I think that's my species. I think that's my species in their native tongue. Neat. Actually, I took Olivia down to Little Trudon a while back. He told us the Japanese word for gator is Wani. I think I've heard of that before. Jesus. I'm glad your face got fixed, Ben. But she's a barrier nix, isn't she? Ben is the latest to join us. I check back at the window to my bungalow and see Olivia's out of the shower getting ready. That's what she said, but the resemblance is undeniable. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. In elementary school, whenever a teacher did see you later alligator thing, everyone would point to her. She hated it. Oi, I know you're not telling anyone about the dark trauma of my past. Olivia approaches freshly washed off and carrying quite the payload with her. Jeez, is that all your art stuff? You know vacations are a way to get away from work, right? Can it? Unless you want to wake up tomorrow with a mustache. She moves from the chair to a table facing the balcony and unfolds a travel easel. Atop it, a plain sketchbook is placed, but Olivia procures a small paint palette instead of any pencil. Right away, she gets to work, starting with a brilliant red near the top of the page. Don't stare. Keep talking. Just going about our days. I checked a few places of the trail just before I got back. Some beautiful stuff around here. You guys should check it out. Hold that thought. Heck you. He points at an approaching pair of dino ladies carrying large trays. They set them down on the tables. 4 fresh steaming pizzas. Liz was told to hold Damien back from drooling a hole in the table. Olivia, however, has her attention split between her canvas and the fresh food, but she shakes her head and goes back to it. You don't even want one? I picked an anchovy pizza specifically for you. Here. Oh, I get to feed her while she paints, don't I? I pick a slice, careful not to drop it, bring it over to Olivia's mouth. Once she notices, she opens wide and chomps half of it in one mouthful. All right, now it's a party. Damien springs for some pizza himself. And once we settle in for real, he gets Liz's attention. Yo, Liz, your last year go as you expected? I remember you going on about it just before senior year started. Oh no, not at all, actually. My predictions were way off. I never would have expected things to turn out like this, because I had no faith in either one of the 3 of those bastards sitting over there. But I'm glad it did. It's been nuts for everyone. I don't think anyone here is the same person they were before. What about you, Inko? What were you expecting as the new guy? That's a good question. I remember when I first stepped off the metro on the first day of school, I wanted to have lots of friends, most of all. I'd actually never made friends before, not like you guys. Just people I'd know for as long as I was around before I had to move on again. So it was my goal to get as many as I could. But yeah, and how did that go? I didn't know friendship could be so exhausting. But so rewarding, too. All the trials and tribulations and everything, I think they were all worth it. Because I made friends with you all. I look to a certain girl who remains silent but not inattentive as I catch her own eyes staring my way. And more. I got the fun. So I guess to sum it up, it's been an experience I'd never want to give up, Damien. Despite the ups and downs and twists and turns. I certainly never would have guessed a new student would have been such a wrench in the works. Getting so tangled up in Olivia, Mia, and everyone else. And me. I was in a bad situation. I'm not anymore. Thinking on it, things were set in motion from day one, huh? Hey, I'm grateful. Thanks. Yo, Olivia! I'm going around the table and asking for your input one last time. What do you think? She stops blushing and looks me in the eye before turning all the way with a smile. About the new human student waltzing in and wrecking our ways of life? I'm currently relaxing at a fancy-as-hell beach resort with some of my favorite people. One of which I thought I'd never be friends with again. All thanks to my boyfriend. She looks back to me. Yeah, you did good, soldier. You did good. And Damien, I really appreciate you always trying to include me. Damien blushes, brushes the back of his head. He got nothing to say. He's got nothing to say for once. That's because he was trying to be Inko behind the scenes, but his heart was set for Elizabeth, so he could only do so much. Needed somebody to truly dedicate themselves to fixing this situation. From there, conversation drifts from topic to topic. Liz, in particular, got into a bragging competition with Ben when she talked about the colleges she was applying to. Then he rebutted with his own lofty goals. Damien pretended to moderate the whole debate before declaring both of them were eggheads. Olivia joins in sometimes, but for the most part focuses on her little project. Ben busts out a poker set he'd brought with him, complete with chips. As the sun gets closer and closer to setting, we all enjoy the evening. Beautiful. Beautiful. The sun's nearly set. The rest of the pizza's nearly out, and Ben's run out to get more soda and chips. I look out over the balcony to the city below, forming different plans for what we could do tomorrow. The possibilities are endless, aren't they? Behind me, I hear Liz chuckling to herself as she clacks the poker chips she drained from us into neat stacks. As it would turn out, she had an unbeatable poker face. Match after match, she'd shank the whole table. Wait, what if when she was stretching her neck, she was... Something tugs at my sleeve. Hey. Yo, come here. I'm led by a sleeve to another of the lawn chairs, where Olivia sits me down. She then takes a moment to look at me, even goes as far as to adjust my legs for some reason. When she's satisfied in my position, Olivia lifts herself right into my lap. And then, with the use of her arms and tail, wiggling herself around until her back is pressed firmly against my chest. Whoa, what's all this about? Share with me. Her tail wraps around my waist, securing herself to me. Finishing touches. Look. She points to the propped-up easel. Finally, I can see what she was working on. It's impressive how she managed to draw our villa. She'd been working on this for some time, and the piece looks complete already. I start to ask what she means by finishing touches, when she places a brush in my hand. Inko, help me finish it. Her voice is soft and inviting, and her hand quivers. And her hand quivers? Her hand covers mine gently. How could I even consider resisting? Ah, magnifique! I put a mustache on it. What? No. Keep going. Alright. While she said keep going, I started to feel her hand guiding my gentle strokes. Slowly, the beautiful painting reaches completion, and all the while, Olivia and I bask in each other's hold. My chin rests atop her hair, and she tries to concentrate, and her tail slithers and coils around my waist, keeping me as close to her as possible. Sadly, we're losing sunlight, and the painting won't be able to dry overnight with how humid it is. It looks fantastic. Livy? Barry and Ix. I know. I just want to keep going, though. In the morning, then, okay? She grumbles to herself, but I feel her head nod. I try to move my leg, only for her tail to constrict, just a bit too tight for comfort. Stay. What about... Stay. Good boy, you're a good boy, you know that? I know that your scalp is covering the sunset, but stay. Already, she's placed her palette and brush aside, leaning back heavily against me. I'll stay, but the painting should be up. This Gator says later. Right now, we cuddle. Is there any pizza left? Yeah, we saved some, since we didn't want to interrupt your moment. Shut up, I'm allowed to have this. Liz giggles into her hand and nods. A pizza pan is brought over and a circle is formed around it. Olivia basks in the delicious taste, chomping down the last slices with a wide smile. I nearly bump something off the table. It's Olivia's sketchbook. Hey, Olivia. You remember back in the second day school, we played that drawing game in Miss Prockling's class. Oh. The gears are turning. Yeah. I think that was the first big thing that draw us together. I think you're right, actually. And yes, according to the game's definitions, yes. Yes, it was. What was? There's this game the other students would play, passing around a note and doodling on it together. Oh, that. I never got to participate. I just kept passing it along. Wrong voice. Oh, that. I never got to participate. I just kept passing it along. I'd always draw a dick. I kind of want to do it again. Like a little send-off to our year at St. Himond. You're corny. Nevertheless, she picks up the sketchbook and passes it to me. Yeah, I want to draw that. I want to draw what I'll remember the year the most by. Geez, there's so much to pick from. Damien was in the same history class. Oh, apparently. Let me stop then. Hand it over this way. Sure. Ben gets the pad and starts carefully scribbling down something. In the meantime, Liz pipes up. He drew the dick. Ah. He was the epic man who drew the penis. Oh, I get it. It's a callback to that because now it shows the actual author of who drew that dick in that scene so long ago at the beginning of last month. Oh, man. I am terrified of how long it's going to take me to beat Elden Ring because you get nowhere in 4 hours. And this game is 40 plus hours. At this point, it's going to be 50. And Elden Ring takes about 100 hours if you're skimming past everything just to beat a single playthrough of it. And I don't even know what the DLC is going to entail. So I'm going to become an Elden Ring channel for a while. Right. I think I'm just gonna break it up by doing like funny little Half-Life mods in the meantime. So, are there plans yet? She looks towards Olivia just as she finishes the final slice. Well, why does everybody keep asking me that? Ben here insists I should at least get some fancy diploma or other just for the sake of it. Yeah. So probably one of the nearby schools here just for a bit. I meant for tomorrow. Though I could help you find one if you want. I've already got a couple acceptance letters. Actually, I've got one too. Isn't anything really amazing, truthfully. At least I won't have to worry about student debt thanks to my parents offering to foot the bill. That sounds fun. Ben passes the sketchbook to Damien. No dicks this time, my guy, or I'll divorce ya right where ya stand. I'll get ya, you git. Ya absolute git. I know, jeez. This is a special piece. I'm gonna give you a very, very detailed and hairy cock and balls with this one. Yeah, nay. What about you, Ben? You going straight to school after the summer? Well, he hums to himself as he stares off into the distance. I was thinking of taking a few months off, actually. A close friend had a vacancy in their backpacking trip starting next month. Is this another reference to Snoot Game that I don't comprehend? Was Ben actually in Snoot Game? Is that what's going on? Oh, Lunera. Oh, Lunera. No, okay, so no, it's not. Okay. I guess they did. They were purported to be at least friends, so I guess Lunera's the one that helped him in his time of need, based on what's going on here, because she also had to take some of the heat for being associated with Mia. Do not speak her name. And she said it'd be good for me. I figured I'd consider my future after I'd seen more of the world. It sounds romantic, dude. Should tell Lunera how you feel during it, man. Wow, Damien really just coming out with it immediately. I thought Draconi told me something valuable they wouldn't have figured out otherwise. You just out and say it? Come on, man. Damien! He grins and points his finger guns at Ben. Oh man, all of you are going to be right back to school? I was just going to go find a job or something. Oh no, not without some help, Damien. Knowing you, you'll end up working as some sign spinner or something. Hey, sign spinning looks fun. This finally gives Olivia the sketchbook. From my angle, here I see it's really filling up. No peeking. Person that I'm using as a personal chair. You know how Virgil has his plastic chair? You're my plastic chair, Inko. Blah. She makes a quick work of her sketch, and finally the circle is completed when I get the sketchbook back. Pick something good to finish it off, alright? Don't tell me I actually have to draw. Oh no. Oh, that's cute. Oh wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me try to decipher this. So... this is Damien. This is Ben. This is Olivia. I'm assuming this is also Damien. So Damien, Ben. I'm going to assume this is Liz. Weird that she draw Ben though, but or this. I don't know who drew this. This actually might be the Liz one. So. Also, this. Okay, so let's see. Ben, Damien, Olivia. This better be the one dancing. This one. Oh, I thought this was Olivia because it was really high quality. I genuinely don't know. I can't recognize their artistical talents enough. But I know the bad ones, quote unquote, are... yeah, she is also an artist, but like, you'd think that she'd be able to draw something like this. So I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna assume these ones belong to Liz, and then... But then she wouldn't be able to make a self-portrait. Okay, so this one is Liz. Yeah, okay, so this one is Liz. This one is Olivia. Okay, so Ben, Damien, Olivia, Ben, Liz, Olivia, and I cannot even for the life of me begin to comprehend who drew this. Maybe Ben did a self-portrait? I don't know. Ben had drawn our brief gag. Oh, it actually tells me. Good, thank God. It was gonna torture me forever. Okay, Ben had drawn our brief gig at Edekin's Apprentice. Okay, so I guess this one right. Damien tried his best depicting the arcade trip. Yep, that was Damien. Liz chose to depict her dance with Damien, and I knew it was gonna come up eventually. Alright, so this is Liz. Okay. Oh, so Liz did this part and Olivia did this part. Oh, Olivia in turn drew our dance alongside it. Boy, do I have some competition here. Who drew these ones, you schmuck? God damn it, they don't tell us. Oh, my soul. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna assume... Olivia, Damien, Liz, Olivia, Liz... Fuck is this dude? Fucking Damien. You fucking drew that. It's Damien. Who else could it be? I can't even fathom. One last drawing. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, fizzle sticks. Oh no. Honestly, think my original drawing was great. But I really don't know what to do here. Hey, I could just draw her again. Oh, I just got an idea. Might as well. Right, so I am gonna be drawing her again. Okay, thank you, Control Z. Thank you. This game was made by artists. Let's give it a little bit more like this. Put a little bit of erasure on here. Give her some of these. Can I put little... Oh god. That is quite an erasure pattern you've got going on there, game. Alright. What's her hair look like? Wait. There we go. Good enough. Quiet, I'm concentrating. But we're not talking. Shut up. You are an incorporeal chat that I cannot hear, and yet I tell you to hush. Where's that big cool hood? Hold on. Gotta be respectful to the proportions. Right. Ah. There we go, good enough. Right, put a little black on there. Gotta be respectful to the proportions. Oh. There we go. And let's see. What was he doing? There we go. Very nice here. Oh yeah, you got a cool jacket thingamadoodle going on there. He has very big arms, okay? I mean, he doesn't have a white shirt, but might as well color it in to denote that it's a shirt of some derelict description. Let's give him a little bit of a shirt here. There we go. Oh right, I forgot to, what was it? Wait. Are we missing anything? Do you get it? It's a reference to Titanic. There we go. It's beautiful. As soon as I seen her pose, yeah. And there we go. And that's me. You could just tell the difference. My drawing joins the rest, and I look over to the whole thing. Oh, I missed this. I forgot this bit. Oh well. Good enough. Ah, cute. I think you've gotten just a little bit better. I want to keep this one. It's all yours. We keep talking about our senior year and what comes next for some time. Finally, the sun has set and the moon has risen, framing the balcony perfectly for what I was waiting for. I motioned to Olivia so she'd finally let me stand, which she reluctantly does. Standing and stretching, I feel pins and needles in my legs slowly fade as I walk in the corner of the balcony. All reliable. Must have taken hundreds of pictures with this bad boy. None of them seem to have noticed it, thankfully, as I looked again at the chattering group on the balcony. My friends. They're beautiful, beautiful friends. Somehow, I think this picture will mark the precise end of one point in our lives and the start of another. Maybe that's what all pictures do. Another thing dawns on me again. I make quick work setting everything up just right. The angle, the setting, everything. Yep, it's time. Heads turn. Olivia rolls her eyes but smiles. Seeing I'm up to old tricks. I see where this is going. Alright, just one. Thanks, I got a feeling this is gonna be a keeper. Damien adjusts his seating to bring Liz closer to him. The focus, the f-stop, and the ISO are all ideal. No worries for motion blur or anything. I quickly go and sit by Olivia, embracing her in a similar way. How do we know when it's done? Not on a timer, I got a switch here. Oh, on cheese? Sure. Actually, better yet, I just thought of something just for Olivia. We were talking about this earlier. I tell them what I thought up. Olivia's brow furrows defiantly. That's lame, please don't. Oh, are they gonna say see you later, Gator? My camera. Just for this one, alright? You got it. Everybody ready? Once more, I'm enveloped in Olivia's arms and tail, and I can feel her joy and annoyance radiate from her more brilliantly than the last rays of sunlight. All eyes look to my DSLR set in the corner, smiles adoring faces from the prospect of this moment being immortalized forever. See you later, Gator. Aww. Oh my god, Ben looks like an actual, like, person. Speaking of him, he's in the shot too. Check the table. What? I know I see the plate and I see the reflection, but who's that supposed to be? Oh, is that... I don't, what is that? Is that my hand reflecting off the plate? What is that? My face was scrunched up on the screen so much. I don't see it. I just see a hand. Is it? I also see a bit of the reflection in the glass as well. But that is his hand. Oh, is the implication that he's the one taking the picture and he's standing on the camera and the camera's reflecting him taking the picture like a Force Ghost? Is that the idea? I'm gonna assume that's the idea. Look at her. This is a beautiful picture. Here's to the future, yeah? And to good fortunes to come. And good friends we've all made. It's just a picture, don't make it weird. I think it's a bit more than that. It is showing all the success that can be had with getting all the right things and doing all the good, right choices. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I wanna hug that Gator. I was expecting see you later, Gator, but that works too. That was beautiful. And the true canonic ending in my mind, in my eyes, in my brain, in my face, in everything. Oh. And now they get to give us the full credits with all the doodles. This is the canon ending. Good! I wouldn't have it any other way. Inco and Olivia, haven't seen them in a while. I barely even have time for my save between studying and whatnot. Although maybe I should take a break. It'd be nice to take my whatnot on a double date. Oh, so him and Lunera finally got together. I'll be down in the city again soon. I think I'll call them now to arrange something. You son of a bitch. Wow. Look at all of these. Those two, they're doing great. Thanks for asking. Who the hell is asking these questions? Oh. How am I doing? Glad you asked. I finally found a career path that really speaks to me. Starting next week, I'm not gonna be Damien any longer. My new name is Roy the Reading Raptor. What? Will be Rory the Reading Raptor. What is he, a podcaster? A voice actor? Is he gonna be a streamer? Good luck to you, Damien. Ooh. Ooh. Did we even get to see? Oh yeah, we did get to see her in a gym uniform, didn't we? Oh, hello? Oh, it's you. Inco and Olivia, they've moved. They're still a short drive away, just a town over while Olivia's in college. I think Inco said he found an internship. It's a little annoying having to drive the extra distance, but stuff is really flying off the shelves these days at my store, and Damien loves coming along to catch up. Aren't you two still together or what? I'm confused. Catch up to what? Aren't you dating and whatnot? Oh, God. Hey, girl, haven't seen you in forever. Like, when was the last time? That was just before the school dance thing. Catch up with... Oh, catch up with them. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. It was just before the school dance thing. Oh. Why did we even... Why did we even hang around that bitch? I always hated her. It was just a different person before, so do you got the designs I asked for? You know it. I'll make tribal garbs and buy the next huge thing to take off. Trust me. Her voice is just gonna change every 10 seconds. Don't you worry about that. Excellent. I love you, Senator Anon. You did some good work. Spooter! Huong, Denon, Shark Anon, Cardio Anon. Lovely. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Beautiful. Nito and Halford. Those names will stick with me for better or worse. Mostly for the stress they cause me. It's like they were magnets for trouble. Always right in front of the auditor. But I am keeping an eye on their careers. They may be visiting again soon. Sooner than they expect. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ingo and Olivia, I don't watch cooking shows. They were students here, Solly. Oh, the monkey boy. Thank you for remembering me, soldier. I'm proud of him. He's a good soldier, and I wish him luck in his cooking. Dang. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Don't tell me there was an Ashu Secret Beach episode. Oh, little Inko. I feel in a world where everyone was constantly giving him advice, I was the only one listening to his at times. I'm grateful for him, truly. I never felt closer to the youth of today. Although after that head slide I'd pulled, my back was killing me for ages. But it was nice to feel young again. I hope the young love those two share blossoms into something beautiful. The iconic destroying Mia's eyeballs. Oh, those two? They just came to visit us last week. Guess they missed my cooking too much. It was so nice to see them again, especially since we only have Vinny with us in the house now. I've turned Scottish for some reason. I do miss those times when the house was more hectic, as surprising as that sounds. They're their own people now. Our little nest is always open for them. Show me Olivia's dad. I can't believe the fact that we only got to see him once and was during the absolute worst ending, Dystopianon. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That's what this was for. That's the only time. Oh, that's unfortunate, but oh well. I guess him showing up, he's basically a harbinger of bad things. Pinky and Livy, oh, Big Bald Daddy and Big Green Mama. Yeah, they came by not too long ago. We spent a whole morning just playing video games. After that, Nicky tried to play street hockey with me. Was it possible that his... Oh, I'm gonna keep that thought to myself. And he looked happy. It was so much fun, and he looked happy even after I accidentally hit him with a slap shot. Oh, Big Green Mama was not happy after that. Even Olivia agreed he had fun, but he was too tired and needed to take a nap because he was getting old. Brother. So, you and that Psycho Ben guy? I never took you for that type. Don't call him that, you skank. You know I love you, girl. I don't mean nothing by it. You found someone too, I see. Yeah, and he's just my type. He plays video games, he doesn't shower, and he moderates online forums. No. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Oh, wow. Never in a million years did I expect that to happen, but, you know, they had to make use out of that sprite. So. Oh, hey, look at that. Can't be simplified. Oh, can't be simplified. Oh. Inko. Oh, yeah. Inko. Oh, he was one of Trent's assistants at my wedding. It hasn't been that long, honestly. We wish we could have seen him at Trent's services, lend an ear to him and all. Send our regards his way. May have been a request for him soon. We just found out that he's gonna have a... Wait, what? We just found out we're gonna have a kid. We definitely need some high quality photos on that day. Yeah, he gets to have a job. Stock music acquired. Free sound, free music archive. Sample swap. I needed to take a picture of that. I didn't take a picture of that. Shit. Free sound, sample swap, and what was the other one? Dang. My brain trembles. Free music archive. Thank you, VOD, being in a delay. I need that. I need that for my 1.0. Ooh. Olivia, yes, I know her well. Showed up one day with a whole stack of paintings, demanding I put them up right away. She and her boyfriend bought a few particular paintings on the spot as well in cash. Oh. So she did actually take Yedekin's paintings in the end. Turns out they were just going to donate them back. Oh. So they literally just donated the money to these guys. So inadvertently, they just donated money to Yedekin's family. Okay, so they did exactly that. Don't say it, I forgot that too. They're like, oh, they could just buy the paintings and then donate them back. But I guess that's what they did, canonically speaking. So they did exactly what Olivia wanted, and they did get to. So they are technically the owners of the paintings, but they are a permanent, non-purchasable display. Yeah, I think that's a really good compromise. And Trent's family gets to get compensated financially. Everybody wins. Thank you for being a supporting character, Snake Lady. Oh God. A human and a baryonyx? That does ring a bell, yeah. Wait, it does? They visited the park more than once. What a nice couple. They helped clean up the litter around a few of the other picnic sites. Oh, so I guess they did visit this place at the other points in time. It gives me hope to see there's still people like that. I hope they're doing fine. Thank you, oddly detailed human sprite. Oh. This is the best sketch. This is all the dates if they went well. Hey! She actually has a sprite as well. My grandfather is well. While he says he's retired, he still goes out of his way to teach the children our family tradition. That old man, I swear, he should be enjoying his retirement and step away from the fires. I couldn't imagine a show without him trying to hide in the audience, as if we wouldn't notice him. I just hope he is well enough once we take our show on the road. The Ash Tales next stage is going to be just beyond the horizon after all. Mamma mia. I started with Japanese and then I ended. I started with Samurai and then I ended on Mario. Stock sounds. Look at all the... Look at it. Look beautiful. Oh, does this guy get to turn around? Welcome, my friend. Are you here for the usual? Well, I have been practicing a new technique. After all, as an artist must always challenge their skills, so must the chef and showman work to expand their repertoire. Do be mindful, though, that you should lean back. My last friend was still missing his eyebrows. Yes. Are we even in the right aisle? Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Hey! You're alive! You're not in prison! Never heard of him, you got the wrong person. Now scram, I'm busy trying to get certified as a real mechanic. I don't got time to reminisce about randos, and if I know him or not. Maybe I did, a long time ago, but not anymore. Not anymore. That's the most closure I'll get for her, yay! Oh, look at them. Look at him and his fire. Special thanks, and you! Yes, that was my original drawing. Yay! I got to hug that gator. The end. Oh. A genuinely beautiful game. Ending 4 of 4. So they did have it in order of bad to good. Got ending 4. So is this the after credits thing that you were talking about? Ooh, 4 years from now, July 6th. Okay. Oh my god, they're beautiful. Holy is she supposed to be a pregnant nurse? Holy moly. Oh my god, this is the best treat I ever could have gotten. Holy shit. Look at his slick back hair. Look at how taller everybody's gotten. Oh my god, this is melting my heart. The smile is gonna be etched on my face for the rest of the day. This is beautiful. Oh, I love this game. Look at her haircut, it's so cool! And she's not wearing a shitty hoodie anymore. Oh, it's beautiful. Wait, is that her baby tooth as a necklace? Oh my god. There's just so much detail on all of them. I never expected him to actually wear that in his life unless he was forced. As we step out to the theater hall together, the harsh glare of the afternoon sun is only stymied by my prescription glasses. The rest of our group aren't so lucky as to listen to their hisses of pain. The rest of the group aren't so lucky as I listen to their hisses of pain. We stopped just besides the box office poster as the latest work from the production company I got to work for. Wait, what? From the production company I got to work for. Ooh, that's sick. I just realized her chair is exactly the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just buy the same thing. It's beautiful. I am very curious what that necklace is meant to mean, though. What do you two think? Olivia and I turned to look at our guests, excited to hear their thoughts. This was the glowing start of our careers, after all. 4 years from now? And while we're only interns now, the studio had promised us at least part-time positions for the quality of our work. My girlfriend's hand-painted poster was definitely drawing eyes. Your girlfriend was drawing eyes, mine specifically, to her. Her hair is beautiful. My god. As for me, I was in charge of finding the locales for various scenes. This meant I was out in the field taking scenic photos to show directors exactly how certain shots should be framed. Lost weight and look at how thick that tail is. Oh yeah, she is a bit skinnier now, isn't she? Beautiful. As for me, I was in charge of finding locales for various scenes. This meant I was out in the field, yada yada. That, and I just had started training for actual camera work too. Well, I thought it was good. Man, that script kinda sucked, huh? Didn't you just ask them for their opinions? And the score. And the acting. Basically everything that wasn't advertising and cinematography. Aren't you humble? The movie is fine. Get better standards. I don't want to work on bad movies. I want to work on good ones. That's true. Nobody ever got anywhere by underselling themselves. Can I oversell myself? I should. Should you really be that critical, Liz? You are still selling Olivia's prints after all. Well, you also do have to start somewhere. Everyone was an amateur once, even you guys. With a loud harumph, Olivia crossed her arms. Well, see if I invite you next time then. I didn't mean it like that, Olivia. You and Inko did great. The sets look fantastic and the locations were really nice too. Inko, tell her I didn't mean it. Olivia already knows. Even with her head turned away, I can see how her tail is flicking side to side. Well, only one thing left to do. I Dullo Spino friend motions towards the long and dirty red carpet still sitting in the foyer of the theater. Taking the signal, I slowly push Olivia over it, my partner pretending to wave at an imaginary crowd for the premiere of the film. Finally, we exit the building. The exact same building from 12 million years ago. Liz is behind us, holding the door open for Damien, and he finishes rolling up the runner he brought from the home just for the occasion. You guys have any other plans for today? Yeah. Sorry about my boss needs me at the studio soon. They want to make sure I remember the script for tomorrow morning show. So what is he, a TV show host? A podcaster? What is he? I thought you said you ad-libbed everything. Yeah, why do you think they're calling me in again? I can't hide my wince. Oh, it's all good. The writers are just butthurt that I can come up with better... Mr. Rogers. Oh, a Mr. Rogers type kid show. Neat. It's all good. Writers are just butthurt that I come up with better lines all the time. Liz sighs. This man's confidence is insane. I've also got business to attend to. There's a full crate waiting in my office that I need to process, and Lunera asked me to get some aside. And then there's the historical foundation whose order is missing and the... Breathe, sunflower. Damien's hand rubs her back smoothly, making her head droop slightly. Right, sorry. That's fine, you already received my newest set though, right? Yes, and there's already a queue of buyers. You're really starting to take off. Because you're a good saleswoman. They smiled at one another. Do you turn your ride? Olivia shakes her head in the negative. We'll be good, Liz. In that case, I'll see you two later. Bye, Olivia. Bye, Inko. Swing by my office sometime. We'll do brunch. Sounds like a plan. Oh, and Inko. I receive a silent message with a nod. My fingers brush over my pocket and Damien nods. He smiles in recognition, both of us grinning as our girlfriends look confused. With waves of goodbye, we go our separate ways, our oldest friends heading towards the parking lot while we veer down the sidewalk. Traveling down the worn pavement of Volcaldera Bluffs. Olivia and I reminisce, pointing at how much or how little the city has changed around us as we wander aimlessly down memory lane. It's only been 3 years, dude. 4 years. Though as we wander, I know there's a destination I'm particularly heading for. Carefully, I weave our path to my end goal, hearing the tiniest of gasps from my girlfriend when we sees the familiar waters feature. There it is, in all its beauty. Entering the park from so long ago, Olivia can only smile in. Smile and take in how it all still looks exactly the same. Even the stairs upward, this time I'm more capable of carrying her up. Even recently gotten into a bit of farming as well. I got a little garden going, though it's tough work, but the fresh food is well worth it. I've been considering documenting my process and posting it online. Maybe some of my other findings. Turns out self-sustainability makes you a lot more in tune with the world you live in. Oh, does it now? I ease her down gently on the ledge of the mountain fountain. Her tail's tip tracing over the water's surface slowly. Oh, there they are. Oh, look at that. Those are some very nice stencils right there. Oh wow, can't believe it's still here. Yeah, bringing back a lot of memories. For just a moment, the park is all white, the air is cold, and a younger Olivia is sitting beside me. And with a blink, I'm back to the present, though Olivia seems to still be in that moment as she stares wistfully to the water pouring down the fountainhead. Time passes as I simply stand beside her, listening to the trickle of water splash down. Finally, I feel her clawed fingers take hold of my hand, the scales of her palm meeting the skin of mine. She's finally come back, a heavy, shuddering breath passes through her lips. Welcome back. She rolls her eyes and snorts derisively, but her fingers tighten around my hand. It feels like a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? Yeah, I still remember it perfectly. Right down to her lousy wishes. Oh, she turns around. She turns herself fully to me. I think they were good wishes. They came true, after all. She looks back to the fountain. Yeah, they did. That was a pretty wild day, huh? Real bittersweet. Yep. We were pretty dumb back then. At least I was, trying to jump up here. And then I helped you and the rest of the way, yeah. The good kind of stupid. Miss Scaler got a hold of me the other day. She wants me to be an alumni speaker. Back in the same classroom, even. I'll stand where he stood. You're gonna do it? I think I will. I want to pass on to others what he passed on to me. In a way, it all started here. It was. Those were some pretty lucky wishes. I want to test it. I quirk an eyebrow at her. I'm saying we should do it again. Alright then. With my free hand, I reach into my pocket. Oops, wrong one. Only one thing in that pocket, and that isn't a coin. I have to draw away my other hand so I can check my last pocket. And come up with a single silver quarter. Well, do you want to have a wish? You want to have the wish? She chews her lip and thought. What if we both flip it and wish? Like sharing? Yeah, like sharing. Together then. Olivia nods, once more taking my hand. The coin is balanced on my finger, and her thumb is primed to flick it. On three. Fuck. Watch as a ram skull juggles 12 million voices even at the end, at the epilogue. On 3, 2, 1. Despite the awkwardness, Olivia manages to flip the coin perfectly into the well. I make my wish, curling my hand around hers. Although it sort of forms into a prayer by the end. It's an important one. Well, what'd you wish for, looking all intense like that? You go first. Olivia's hand leaves mine once more as she clenches her fingers together on her lap. To be as good a teacher as he was. And to be able to bring out the most in those around me. You've already done so with me. Oh, you're making me blush. Cut it out. Okay, what was yours? My wish? Oh, you fucking... Oh my god, you genius. Oh, you genius! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful. You saw everything the game has to offer. Oh, this game makes me feel all the good things. All the good, good, beautiful things. Did they change the theme song? Oh, they changed more than that. Oh my god, they changed more than that. Holy doodly. Words cannot even... As a certified words man, the words fail me right now. This was an absolute treasure of a game. A beautiful story. An absolutely beautiful story. And now the wound we needed to rip the band-aid off is healed. Absolutely. I feel not only just healed, but invigorated from this. This was a beautiful experience, and I am so grateful that I got to just go through this game. Whatever the circumstances that happened, I'm so glad I got to experience this in my life. It's a beautiful game. An absolutely beautiful game. Alright, I forgot to unmute my microphone. Yep. I was just saying that I can't believe that this was next to this. But animations and all that. But yeah. What'd you send? That's the file path, huh? Right. Okay, well, that was it for I Wani Hug That Gator. We managed to 100% the game without getting at the loot tab, but before we close off, I will examine the loots. Might as well get the reaction to them on stream, even if I'm not actually going to show the damn things. Right, where were we? I love this game. I love this game, it's a beautiful game. Right, going back to chatting for a second. Oh. Ooh-wee. That was just mwah, beautiful. Right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, and oh, you've actually given me, like, putting the lewds aside, you've given me a really great thing to use, because I need to use some of these pictures for my thumbnails. And I forgot. I just completely forgot that I could just data mine the thing and get the full detailed pictures instead of doing a Photoshop, which is what I did yesterday. So I'm gonna be replacing all of those. So putting the, let's see, modding source mod, Steam apps. Okay, there we go. Can't find. Oh, because this is on a. Okay. Extra game space. You were a tremendous help. I'm very grateful that you joined me on this adventure. I know you've already been through it, but it is worthwhile when you go through such an emotional, story-driven game to go and watch other people's experiences. I had the exact same thing happen to me with Outer Wilds. So many people tuned in just to watch me experience that game for the first time. It was delightful. Right. Where were we? Extra game space. Steam apps. There we go. Steam apps, Steam apps. Been through this, a lot. Been hyper-focused for a while. That is very fair. Oh. They really aren't that lewd, honestly. I'd probably be able to risk it, but I won't. But yeah, huh. Olivia's giant ass and Pool Livia. It looks like it's saying Poo Livia, but I get that that's not the point. She's caked up. Yeah, she is very caked up, absolutely. If you're curious, you can find them yourself. But yeah, I honestly think the pool one is way more nice and tasteful. Not that lewd, honestly. Not that lewd. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's so lewd you can see both of her hands. Her claws aren't even out yet. They're retracted. Super caked up. Right. Anyway. What you said? I wish we had a photo here. There you go. Yep. Okay, now I actually have access to everything. I feel like I've earned it now. CG fountain, CG underscore 6, CG reveal E4. Oh, E1. E1. Oh, I see. E1A, E1B, where she's not happy at all. E3. And the fountain nuzzle. Oh, I love the fact that you showed me this folder. Thank you. This is a great folder. I will need to use this now, but yeah. You did earn it. Good job. Thank you for going through 100%. Yeah, I don't think this game is complete without you doing it 100%. I think you need to you need to go every single ending to get the full story, because otherwise you just get an incomplete product. It's officially 50 hours in I Wani Hug That Gator. I put 50 hours, 50.9 into that game, but now I have all the achievements unlocked. Oh, that is insane. But the time has come for me to finally call it a day for this week and for the foreseeable future until I finish my 1.0, which should take me about a week or two, but we will see each other again towards the end of this month, most likely. As I take this pseudo break. It's a break from streaming, but not a break from work. I will be dedicating all the time I'm not streaming to improving my streams. I'm gonna get new assets, new model, new everything. Alright, take a good long rest. You deserve it. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure in full. I don't think there was ever a stream where you weren't there, so I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ever since you found me, that is. I know you weren't there from the very beginning, but you know what I mean. But yes! Oh, we got to do it. We did it. We succeeded, and now we go to someone. Who is this someone, you may ask? I don't know yet, because I haven't checked who's online. No earthly clue. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna do it this. So, give me a moment. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but it is an idea, so here you go. We are raiding into somebody new, Lorelei, VT. No idea what the situation is there, but they've been streaming for a bit, so might as well give them a... Oops. Okay, I didn't mess that up, right. Right, so... Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I will see you in a new body soon enough. And take care, everybody. It's been a delight. I hope you enjoyed your time with I Gator Girl, That Gator, Gator Hug, Hug Gator, Gator Hug, as I did. Alright, everybody, take care.